Troll Lord Games.
Can
Join
you
the
take
fray.
my hostage? I could use a break.
Willingly hand them over.
We're going live on audio, guys.
All right. We are
All
live, I
right,
think,
fine.
with a much bigger crew this Saturday. Everybody's here. Awesome. I'm Chuck Cumbo, Community Director for Troller Games, and this is the crazy crew that's going to be playing with us today. We do have another new player today, Heather. Welcome in, Heather.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
We are going to help get Heather's character ready to go like we did Courtney last week, and then we're going to play a little bit. So what I would like to do is let's just focus on Heather right now because she's new. We'd like to get her under the spotlight and talk about her character and help her get set up. And then once we get done, as we go into the adventure, we'll introduce everybody else's characters. Does that sound good? On top of that, we are running a raffle today, like we always do. Just exclamation point follow us, the exclamation point raffle. We're giving away some $10 codes. If you're over on YouTube or Facebook and you want to join in, you will have to come over here. Unfortunately, they won't let us do cross-platform promotions like that. So I'm going to drop a link in Restream here so you can see that. Just join over here.
Probably can. We just can't figure out how to do it.
No, trust me. I've done. It's not. Facebook doesn't allow it. Flat out. So anyway.
You stream on Facebook too?
Yeah, you guys are on Facebook and YouTube right now.
We got to hit those octogenarians.
Everywhere.
Yeah. So there's the link. If you want to
Hey,
come. Oh, that's.
I resemble that remark.
Just follow that link over to us if you want in on the raffle. Welcome. Come on over. You don't have to hang out. You can hang out on YouTube. It's fine.
It's fine. I use Facebook too.
Yeah. So it's whatever. It's all good. Good morning, DM Rising. Good to see you. Torlock, Ghidorah, Dirty Dwarf. God, everybody's rolling in here. Good morning. Pink Penguin's here. What up?
Heck yeah.
Oh,
bring
there's
it
Jay,
in,
Lord
everybody.
Gasamba.
Let's go.
Jay's
Hey,
in.
Jay.
Back.
How you doing? Morning.
Get off my lawn, you dang kids!
Penguin 7 up in here with the first ever chat saying hello. How you doing, Pink Penguin 7? Big ups.
Yeah, don't mind me and the whole.
Big ups. All right. So
Hi, Jay.
let's talk about Heather's character for a moment. First thing we should probably do is have you go ahead and roll your stats before we do anything else. You are not new to the Siege Engine, but I can treat you new to the Siege Engine if you want. I did Courtney that way. And I think I did them too as well, except for maybe Jeremy, because he's not a stranger at all. So what I want you to do...
He's strange, but not a stranger.
Yeah,
That's the
right.
difference.
So we use 7 attributes in this game. Technically,
Well, not
8.
in Castles and Crusades.
In my game.
6.
Technically 8.
These are house. He's talking house rules.
House rules. So technically there's 8 attributes, right? There's the normal 6, and then I do beauty, right, from the Castle Keeper's Guide. And then we do a sanity. We do a sanity roll as well, because I do sanity points once in a while. So, good times. So what I would like you to do... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just going to say that after a January that is filled with everything, Cthulhu and RuneQuest is the sanity. Yeah. I'm not sure how much I don't use left, but we'll see.
I will tell you this much. It has happened more in this game than my previous games because they're usually typically in arid and medieval areas. Whereas this is down in Inklu-Naid. There's a lot of horrific shit here. And, it's just not normal stuff, right? What you would consider normal, right? Anyway, so what you'll do, what I'm going to have you do is you'll roll 46 down a row and 8. And you can do 2 or 3 columns, your choice. And then you pick one of the columns and you put them where you want.
Okay, and this is going to be fun, folks, because I have never used Fantasy Grounds. So
Oh, no, you're just going to roll regular dice.
Oh, I get to actually roll dice.
Absolutely.
Yay!
We just use it for tokens
Much
and max. Yeah, much preferred. Absolutely.
Fantasy Ground is just for the visuals.
See?
We don't play it.
See, Heather, what I have waiting for you?
Ah, love it.
I like how I said waiting for you.
Well, for all of you.
I mean, the amount of dice.
Man-eating rivers. Oh, you mean advantages, Dirty Dwarf? I use advantages in my home game for fighters only. I give them a little boost. I do. Yes.
All right, so we're doing, you said 4d6, drop
the lowest, right.
Drop lowest, and then just straight top to bottom.
That's right. Who can do me a favor in the group here and keep track of that and type it in chat so viewers can see the rolls once they're done? Will one of y'all volunteer to do that for me? One of you?
I can try.
Just write them down and then type them when she's done. That way we can all look at it.
Oop. And I do know that when, because of the character that I have put together, there will be a couple of modifiers to at least 2 of those attributes, but we will get to those.
Right,
Let's get to
and-
the initial rules.
Oh, Heather, I lied to you. You don't roll the 8th one. That's right. I forgot. It's an average of your intelligence and your wisdom. I forgot. I changed it.
The sanity.
Yeah, I didn't like. Don't repeat
my
this.
Sano.
I don't like Jason's. So it's too lengthy for me, so I do it really quick. Yeah. So
All
just
right.
keep that in mind. Sanity
here
is
we
your intelligence and wisdom averaged. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm just going to write this down.
Yeah.
Say them out loud too.
Divided by 2.
I'm gonna take
All
this
right,
phone call real
first-
quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
Yep.
Here we go, guys. So we are definitely dropping that 1, 4, 6, 7. So we have a 9. It sucks.
You know, dumb stat.
11. Oh, I don't like you, die. You just keep rolling 1s. Another 11.
Are you rolling 4 or 3?
4, dropping
Okay.
lowest.
Jeez.
Oh, finally. Thank you. 15. Six. That's a 16.
I think your dice are just getting warmed up.
Yep, I think so because it's been a while. I've been using my Cthulhu dice for most of the last month and a half, so these dice have got to get them back into the swing of things.
Its
That's a
percentiles are
9.
in really good shape.
Oh, my
that
percentiles are
Wait.
That-
What was that last one?
so
9.
far we have 9, 11, 11, 15, 16, 9. We're rolling for
You have no
our
negatives
last
yet.
That's it.
one.
Wait, no, that's it. 1, 2,
11.
3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3,
There are 6
Plus
stats.
beauty.
She needs
Yeah,
to roll
there's
7.
beauty.
You just roll
Needs to
So I
roll
7.
need
7
one more.
because
7.
Beauty.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
and
beauty.
15. So 9, 11, 11, 15, 16, 9, and 15.
So that's an illusionist. Go ahead.
All right. So if these are going,
And then I believe you get to roll
Now,
again.
now you do it again, because you do it all
Yeah,
over
3
again one more
3
time.
times in a row.
3
Huh?
times.
You get
We only
choices.
got 2.
Yeah, we got 2.
You got 3.
Yeah. No, we didn't. We had 2.
No,
I
no,
got
we
one.
didn't. I got
I got
2.
one.
No.
I got
Okay.
2 rows.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 3. I thought Coco was 3.
all right. Second set. Starting. Oh, dear God, no. No, 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 no. Bad, bad, bad. I think we're already going to pick the first one because that's 3 1s and a 4. I mean, Jesus. 5, 6. So,
There could be 2 18s in there. You never know.
what? Dice, what is wrong with you?
Those D6s are flabby.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this
you
is
need to
not
mute
working
yourself
out.
to give them a good talking to.
Heather, what was
shape.
that last roll?
So we have 6 and 6 so far. Kid you not.
Well,
5, 11, 15. So 6, 6, 15. Is that was a 6? Okay. 6, 9, 11.
If you need an 18, use your fudge dice.
That's 4 6s. Jesus. Wow.
Wow.
He's probably gonna make you.
You know,
re-roll
that would
because
be
he's not gonna
a,
let anybody go.
I almost
go
wanna
with
take
4
it.
6s.
Well, you don't get to
I
keep
will
them
say
from
just
a
more.
scrap it and start
role-playing
all
I know.
perspective.
I drop 1, so it's an 18, but it's just funny that all 4. It's 4 6s on the dice.
Wait, you got an 18?
Yes.
Nice.
So 6, 6, 15,
I'm-
11, 18.
Chuck's not gonna let her go with that many 6s.
All right. Sorry about that.
15.
Work.
I thought
Don't need it.
you had 3 6s, no?
Hold
Even
on.
still,
5,
that's-
9.
may as well
Why
cut
wouldn't you
off
let her
one of
keep
her
an
legs
18 if
and
she
half her
rolled it?
arm.
Okay, so here the second set.
barely rolled.
6. The second set goes 6, 6, 15, 11, 18, 15, 12.
18, 15, 12, that. Okay.
A 6 is only a -1.
So
Which that 118 nets you a plus. Still nets you a positive bonus. That's
right,
plus
but
3.
the first set runs 9, 11, 11, 15, 16, 9, and 15.
15,
I
Let's
can-
go one more. 3 sets.
That's plus.
Chuck said 3.
That average is plus 3.
Okay, so we do one more set of those.
They're here to help you max min, Heather.
Plus 3.
All right,
What is going on?
1,
Here?
here,
You kidding me?
2,
here we go.
5.
Last set.
What was that
They
first
both have an
one?
average of plus 3.
Wait, hold on a minute. I'm on the wrong computer. That's why.
All right, so we have 12 and then 9. Next one. Next one's a 12. I have a feeling this is going to be a fairly average.
Pat.
Ooh, maybe not.
What?
17.
Oh, you're reading chat.
Yeah, I'm just catching up.
I'm not saying anything.
Hey, Chris. Good to see you, buddy. Sorry, I'm trying to do a little bit of work too while I'm on the stream, of course. The Troll Lord work never stops here.
Is that one? That's
Void.
17?
Good to meet you. Dirty.
5. 1 second. 11, 12, 13, 14. All right, so we're at 12, 9, 12, 17, 14, 14, and then 6,
Holy
5,
shit.
11, 13, and then 13. So 12, 9, 12, 17, 14, 14, 13.
That's much better.
That's set number 3. Yep.
I would go with that.
So
one.
I think we have our winner.
No, you could go with the 6s and be like creative. She's missing half a
Trust me,
face
you-
anyway, or something.
You don't want me to do that. Not with this character.
Oh no! What
Okay,
have you got
we are-
planned? Oh god!
You invited me, Chuck. Just
You're
remember
right.
that.
You're correct.
Okay, folks, we are going with the 12, 9, 12, 17, 14, 14, and 13. So that, if I just go straight out, that's going to make that real interesting. Okay.
You don't have to go straight down. You can put them wherever you want.
Okay.
Yeah, I've tried to talk them into 3D or 3D6 straight down the line, but they wouldn't do it. So. Wimps.
No, what would be fun in that? Well, I mean, it'd be fun for you.
It would be interesting, that's for sure.
Not for everybody else.
It gives you role playing opportunities.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Yeah, that's a ticket.
Jeremy, you're hilarious.
I'm not kidding.
Oh well, you're not. You're alone in that crowd, I believe, though. Trust me.
Wait,
Clearly
what did
I'm
you
not.
say?
Yeah.
Jeremy, what did you say?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. It's work. It's work related.
Yeah, it's work with it. Yeah. You're
All
not
right,
catching.
let's make
You're not
sure I've
catching
got
the drift,
this.
Jeremy.
1,
You're
2,
not
3,
clever
4,
enough.
5, 6, 7.
Not clever enough.
Int plus wisdom. So we're doing 9 plus
How many 4 down the
17.
line? How do you
26
What
divided by
system
2
does
is
that?
13. So
That sounds
13.
hard
All
to
right.
me.
Here we go, guys. We are
Yeah,
going
that's-
strength.
that's- Sorry, go ahead, Heather. I apologize.
All right. I have made my decisions.
Oh,
Just saying. Now, so 12, 12, 14, 9, 17, 13, 14, and 13 for my sanity. So, strength of 12, dex of
No,
12,
it's a-
con.
Sorry.
Yep. Sorry. Strength of, right now I'm putting strength of 12, dex
mhm.
of 12, con of 14, int of 9. We're going to have some fun. Wisdom of 17,
Mhm.
charisma 13, beauty 14, and of course that brings my sanity to 13.
Sounds
Nice,
pretty
even
good. And
division.
you'll treat that like an attribute for bonuses. All right. Now,
Okay.
the way sanity works for me is I basically just go off what kind of rolls you got. If you roll a really shitty roll, it's going to be very bad for you. If it's a good roll, then you should be okay. It's according to how
Okay.
bad the roll is. If the bad's roll enough, you could lose a point off your sanity, which would drop it out even more. And eventually you could just go nuts, right? and be yourself.
Wouldn't be the
Until
first
then,
time.
yeah. Hey, what's up,
You know
Chris?
the,
Good to see you, buddy.
Do you know the modifiers?
Yes, because I do have racial modifiers because I
No.
am.
Not those modifiers.
He means the
final
attributes.
modifiers.
He means the attribute modifiers.
Your attribute modifiers
Oh,
for your total
Oh.
scores.
yep.
Once you have those, I'll read them off to you.
Well,
Or if you have the book.
I do have racial modifiers to my strength and my intelligence as well. So
Okay,
I'll
so
need
apply
to
those.
put those in.
Yeah,
Yep.
apply-
So I need
apply
to apply
those.
that.
And then
Okay, so that will bring my strength to 11 and my int to 10.
And feel free, Jeremy will help you. They'll help you. Just move it around however you feel comfortable. What you want to play your character is fine. There's no right or wrong. All right.
And I'm pulling up
Whatsoever.
attribute modifiers. So here we go. Most of this is not going to get much of anything.
9 to
So-
12 gets nothing.
Yeah, so my 14 for my con is going to give me a +1.
Yep.
That's a 0. That's a 0. That's a 0, which at least I won't have anything against me. My wisdom is going to give me a +2. And my cha is going to give me a +1. Do you do that for beauty as well?
What's that?
Attribute modifier.
Beauty and sand.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yes.
So charisma will be for your personality. Beauty will be for your looks.
How pretty I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so pretty. Not as pretty as I could be. All right. So that's going to give me +1 on both beauty and sand then. All right. We're good then. So let's update these.
Okay.
My
Copy.
character sheet.
This thing is just driving me nuts.
Just turn it off.
It's driving me crazy. I don't even know what's going on with it. It's all these people wanting my autograph, you know? It's crazy. All right, let me fix one more thing on the
Wow.
stream here, and then I'll be done with my problems. Here we go. Actually, I should probably put this in a... I don't know if it'll let me do this or not. That would be badass if it did.
Into strength.
Curious to see how this all works out with her. I love having new characters.
Well, at least you have enough new characters to take the place of the ones that die when they hit the floor.
That,
When
why would you?
they finally stop falling.
I don't know why. It's don't be so
Hello, my name is Blot of Ink. How are you today?
a lot of me.
This is the passing the torch stream.
I don't know if I want that torque, though.
Oh, there we go.
Wait a minute. I have a boon to force a target to shape change into an extraplanar creature of Chuck's choice. Maybe I can just change the floor and maybe hope that we'll get like a blob of slime or
What the hell kind of nonsense are you passing out, Chuck?
What
What game is this?
what was the boon?
Space.
What kind of
I
clown
got
game is this?
Hold on, just
Space
so
1999.
you know
What
what
kind
I'm
of
gonna,
circus are you running here?
I'm going to get a special emote for Jeremy called Morning Salt. That's exactly what I'm going to get you because he is salty as hell when you drag him out of bed in the morning. Oh my god. Woo! Anyway,
I think that should easily be a +1 against all fear and charm effects because
just
he
my
just
true
doesn't
form.
care.
My
This
true
is
form.
just me.
Everything else is false.
grumpy barbarian. Holy cow. All right.
Morning
Go
rage.
figure.
Morning rage. Look at Jay. I love that emote. I know Jay, right? I know. All right. One last thing, and I'll have this.
These are the
fixed here.
rolls for my.
All right, so you got your rolls in place, Heather?
Yes, I do.
All right, so now all we've got left to do is to get you pieced together with your weapons and all that good stuff. Fill out your character sheet, basically, unless you've already got it all filled out. I suspect you have some of it.
Yes, actually, I do. Should I introduce myself with what I have?
So let's
Yeah,
pay
is there
for
anything
the
we need to
money.
I
get
come
for
from-
you? Have you got your spells ready and everything else good to go?
Well, I am playing a gnome seeker, chaotic neutral, of course.
Oh, see.
What?
Well,
so
tell
I have
us
three
about
weapons.
a seeker. Tell us about a seeker first. Tell us about it, because I've never had anybody. You'll
Is
be
that
the
out of the
first
backpack?
seeker. You'll be the first seeker at my table
Really?
in 50
Oh.
years. So whatever. So
I've never even heard of that.
That out
not
of
50 years.
the
45.
backpack.
So for
What's that
anyone
out
that's
of?
interested who has the books, the seeker class is actually out of the adventurer's backpack, which is a phenomenal book. Thank you for suggesting it, Chuck, because that was a fantastic read. I definitely need to get a hold of a physical copy of that from my library now. But seekers
one.
are they're wanderers. They're basically kind of this wandering sponge of information. They're not really fighters, they're not rogues, they're not bards, but they kind of take that adventurous spirit as they move through the world. They want to learn everything. They want to kind of see everything. They want to absorb everything that's out there. It doesn't matter how big something is, grand, or how small and seemingly insignificant. It's there, and they want to know about it. They have very little fear.
Huh.
Because fear kind of kills off, that whole sense of curiosity. If curiosity killed the cat, it could potentially actually kill off a seeker, because they're not warriors per se, but they can defend themselves. They seek out companionship and fun. They tend to give most people and adventurers and people they meet in the world kind of the benefit of the doubt until there's a reason not to. They're very versatile. They think on their feet. They utilize what's around them to kind of get through and very quickly adapt to whatever the circumstances are. And from a mechanics point of view, the reason they're so adaptable. So every day in game, the seeker starts out with the prime attribute of wisdom, but then they have their second, or if you're a human, which I am not, but if I was, I would have 2 additional prime attributes. As a gnome, I only have one prime, a second prime attribute.
Mm-hmm.
I get to choose that on the fly, and I can choose a different one every day.
Are you kidding me? Oh no!
So
Oh my god! Great.
It is. So I always start with wisdom. Wisdom is always a prime from the moment I open my eyes, or even before that. Wisdom is always one of my primes, guaranteed. And then my second one I choose on the fly. But once I choose it for the in-game day, that's what it is for that day. But after the next day, I will be able to choose a different one, and I can choose it based on my circumstances or whatever.
Okay, so let's do this. We're gonna do it. This is how we'll play this in the game. Right off the bat,
crazy.
I need to start making
it
up
gets
some
better.
shit here. So here's what we're gonna do.
It gets better.
Heather, this is
Because that's
good.
just one of
It's good that you're helping us test this stuff, because we got to redo that book next year, and so this is important. So
test this stuff. That book's been out for like 6 years.
I know, but no one ever tested it. We are though, because I've gotten almost all my tables have at least 2 or 3 APP characters. They're fun, right?
But remember,
who,
Chuck,
who wrote that class?
Probably Steve. I really don't know.
Probably. He can't design his way out of a paper bag.
He's probably watching. All right, so just so you know,
fine.
boy, he is feeling
he knows
very.
it. He'll tell you.
He's very verbose this morning, isn't he? Other than being salty, brave. Heather, so what we're going to do?
Oh, Steve did this. I want all the feedback from Steve on this one because
Can
this
Chuck
class
finish
is
his
just
thought,
far
please?
too much fun.
All right, so here's what we're going to do. Whenever rest is up and you guys get up for the next day, that's when you'll let me know for that day what your attribute is. Okay. It's
Okay.
like kind of like memorizing spells, but we're going to do it at the morning. Okay.
Yep.
Now continue. I want to hear some more about this OP character.
I have a question.
How does
first.
it get better,
Oh,
please?
Pat's got a question. Pat.
Changing her prime doesn't change the attribute stat, right?
No, it just changes which one she
No.
gets the additional, basically bonus or where I in my head. She'll do it, and then I'll just next year ask is that she'll say prime or non-prime, and then I'll just do it. So
It changes the challenge base.
yeah
for her
exactly.
check.
Right. Exactly.
So not only do I choose my second prime attribute on the fly based on my decisions or the circumstances I feel which would be best. I also get once a day I get a +3 bonus to an attribute check of my choice. I also, because I'm a seeker, I'm also kind of, you can also say I also say I'm a finder because I am far more adept and apt to be able to find secret doors, concealed portals, or solve riddles. I get a +1 bonus when I pass any secret door or when actively searching. That goes up to a +2. As I go up in levels, I mean, I think Chuck, you said I'm starting at level 3, but when I
You
hit
are?
level 5, that goes up. And then in higher levels, the seeker actually gets a number of other fun things like magic resistance. And then if we were to go, if the seeker goes up to 10th level, for those who may want to take this class in their own campaign at 10th level, temporal entanglement.
Oh, what is this shit?
What
is this?
Larger enthusiasm. Chuck
I was
started us
about
at
to
level
apologize,
3,
Stephen,
and
but
2
you
episodes
know what?
in, he had us roll new characters.
Also, I get a +3 bonus against any fear effect, and once I hit 5th level, I'm immune to fear unless I'm facing down a dragon.
So what you're saying is it needs to be something severe.
So you have an
Really,
ability to
really-
circumvent role playing. That's very cool.
Can you tell he's an editor? Oh my!
Oh, sorry, what?
You can tell Jeremy works for us. He's like
You're
breaking.
you're making notes on changing the backpack.
Yeah,
Did you warn me, Chuck, not to buy the actual book because you guys were changing it, and that's why I haven't spent.
my
money
brain
on
is
it?
working
Well,
overdrive right now. I'm like,
We weren't.
gotta
That
make
was
these changes.
pre things have changed so much. I'm hoping we'll get to it next year. But my God,
I'm getting the aroma of Kender. I don't like it.
Oh, that's interesting. Interesting.
I can also use any weapon, and I can pick up pretty much anything and use it as
Are
a
you
weapon.
joking?
Any weapon, any armor. It says literally
Oh,
any weapon,
Can you
any
use
armor.
any? Can you use any spell? Can you just fly? Can you shoot lasers out of your ass?
Everything.
What can you do?
Skittles,
Everything.
Skittles
Yeah.
out the ass, rainbows out the mouth.
Hey Jeremy, how far of a
So,
drive is it
yeah,
for you
I
to
mean-
That was very vivid.
outside
Huh?
of this? Just a private question. I was going to type it, but I just asked you. Be thinking about this. How far? Check and see how far of a drive it is for you from your house to Philly. Okay, need to know.
The Philly? I have no idea.
Why would you want to go to Philly? Ugh.
And
There's
yet
stuff
when-
Especially in
going on.
when I
January.
asked if we could use Rune Lords, Chuck said they were too OP.
Oh yeah, they're Rune Lords.
the Rune
I
Guard.
love Rune Marks. One of my favorite classes, but until he
I
gets
almost checked
redone,
that.
oh my God, it's out of control. There's so much.
He wouldn't
stuff
have let
can
you.
do.
I already have rune marks made up, and he said I couldn't use them.
Yeah, they got to be worked on. That class is a great theory, right? Ideal, but it needs some work. Rules is written. Because rules is written.
To answer your
First
This
level, they can do all
campaign,
kinds of shit.
You're gonna ban Seeker, right?
No. We'll work. Now, what
Two
I will
band
warn you,
classes.
Heather. I will warn you. I should have said that in our chat. There is a good chance you may use one of your abilities during the game, and I may say, "Hold on," and we may have to adjust. A
Yep.
little bit, okay, but we'll see.
That's okay.
Override.
If no one's played this class,
No one
really
has.
played it.
I've never.
So this allow me to be your guinea pig test subject here, and let's see, we can have some fun with it. But I will definitely be deferring to GM God
Right on. That's
Push it to
awesome.
the limit, baby. Push it.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think it was
Push
the
it
same with,
real good. Dun, 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 dun.
To answer your question, it's about 11
oh my
hours.
God. What is
I
happening?
foresee a lot of snarkiness in Mandridge's future.
It's about
You
11 hours.
more than
You're gonna
usual.
love it. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, by the way, Mandrich, Pat is highly snarky, so
Oh yeah.
grumpy.
Oh
All
yeah.
right.
He's
great
the
joke
epitome
after
of
the last
grumpy
time.
old man. Let's go.
Let's go.
So let's go.
All right.
Let me get some
Waking up.
tabs closed here. You're waking up
We're
finally.
falling. Ah.
Now let me get.
Okay, you said you weren't human. What was your race?
I am a gnome.
Create another
a
one.
jungle gnome. Yeah.
Another one.
That's Manfred. That's almost worse.
It's
Manfred?
almost
Talking to
worse.
Courtney,
To the chat.
you're a cleric. What race are you?
I'm a half jungle elf.
Hey, oh, you told me that.
Not just a jungle elf, but a hot jungle elf.
Oh
A
Lord.
hot jungle elf. Smoking hot.
Oh my word. I don't even know what to say. This is going to be
And
trouble.
I'm
I can already
assuming it's the
tell.
lower
It's
half.
okay. I understand why you're speechless.
Beauty is one of my primes.
All right.
Even though I have
let
an
me get your
8.
character's name here, real quick.
Her lower half is the jungle elf. She can shoot vines out of her.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Welcome to our comedy
Watch
show.
it.
That was supposed to be a
Careful.
secret.
Y'all, we are off the rails.
Already, boy, that's surprising.
You've
Wow.
heard of like After
Were there
Dark,
ever
right?
any
Troll Lord
rails to
After
begin
Dark,
with?
but man, Troll Lord first thing in the morning, forget about it.
It's a whole new level.
Tracy,
It's a
Chuck
whole
didn't
new-
even build a
From here.
locomotive. He has no need for rails.
Pat, that was weak. That was weak. I will say.
We don't
I
need
usually-
rails.
Pat, I don't get it. Explain it. I don't get it.
I'm not talking about your sex life, Tracy.
That was
Help me,
brutal.
Lord.
Holy cow.
Help me, Lord, help
That was
me.
brutal.
I won't mention who needs that when you got your best friend Bob, but you know,
Best friend Bob.
I don't get it.
Ever ready
Don't-
for any-
don't.
all the
ask.
all the
Don't
girls
ask.
know. You don't
Yep.
want to know.
Oh, I get it.
Okay, that'll work like that. Get Heather in here. I'm making Heather
It's
a little,
like
a little
God
portrait.
Almighty.
A portrait for her.
All I can say is thank God I don't start drinking this early in the morning.
Day drinking
I
is
might.
fun though.
It's okay.
Another
There's still
coffee.
plenty
What?
of time to start.
It's a sign you're an alcoholic, though. So maybe don't.
No, we
Before
only
noon,
mimosas
You know what?
in the morning.
You know what, Pat? You're right. I'm gonna grab a beer.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I know. I think we're almost to shots. It's 10 o'clock. It's
Oh my
it's
God.
5
I'm sorry.
o'clock
I don't
somewhere.
care what
I had
time
any
zone Ronan's
type of
in. If he's
juice-
drinking, I'm drinking.
Oh
He's a
my God.
European.
If I had any type of juice, I would be having a mimosa right now.
You can have mimosas for breakfast.
Yeah, see, that's why I said day drinking is fun.
Yeah, that's more acceptable than just like
Yeah.
cracking open a beer.
All right.
Yeah, see,
You
I
guys
did
are-
it classy, just a little bit.
Oh, what's the character? Oh yeah, right here we go. I love that name, by the way, Heather. All right, so
Thank you.
just hold on to it though. There's no need to tell everybody this yet.
Okay.
Let's wait. I'm about
It's a
to
cool
make
name. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. How
All
do
right,
pronounce
you
it?
know what? I've had about enough of you, sir. Mean this morning. Mean. Good
Well,
Lord.
look.
You go to bed
I'm-
tonight at
Salty.
9 o'clock. You're going to bed at 9 o'clock
Morning
tonight.
Salty is a
I've-
side of bacon.
I have reinvented. I have
Oh, I love
cleansed
your
myself.
mug, Pat.
I've passed through the fires of rage.
Oh God.
Now I'm a
Jesus.
mellow, friendly fellow.
Is that what it is? All right.
I got to look. There's a demon inside me. I got to get it out every day,
Oh my.
and then
God.
once it's out, I'm good to go. You know?
Okay,
Well,
so,
So you're
That
saying
Metamucil
you're the dark
will help with that.
urge.
Huh?
That's only if it's a
oh,
fiber
my
demon.
word. All right.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
maybe
Metamucil.
that's fire.
Somebody
breathing.
say something about dark stool. What?
Yep.
You're the
That's
first
it.
person I heard say it.
Well, I mean, it is a dungeon. I'm sure there's a lot of really dark mushrooms around here.
Oh, gross.
we in a dungeon? I missed the last session. I don't know what's happening.
Well,
We haven't
you-
played in like
you
48
haven't.
weeks.
We've played, but you have not.
You
The
haven't.
4 of us are falling.
Am I falling?
That's
No, you weren't in there with us. You were sitting outside
Well-
meditating.
You might be fine.
Oh, that sounds like my
Oh.
character. Hell yeah.
You
Well,
might-
Very
the
tranquil
last
and
week you were here,
Yeah,
Chuck left you
definitely.
outside to meditate, and we went down and explored an altar room.
oh, so we're falling.
Like, just call if you want
I got semi-charmed into being paranoid and
Yeah, I
triggered a
have
trap,
that.
and we all grabbed for a gem.
I
And that's where we
have
left.
I have Pat extremely paranoid.
What? You have Pat what?
I would love to see a paranoid Pat.
Pat's extremely paranoid. Man.
Who's Pat?
Mandrick is very paranoid.
No, Mandrich is very,
Finch has a
confident.
boon, breaking the law.
very confident.
Yes, I.
All
do.
right. So,
So when last we saw our heroes,
yeah, at last we
I don't know
saw.
what a
Last
boon
time
does,
on
but, you
Dragon
know.
Ball Z.
All right, so the group as a whole has not actually met Courtney yet, her character, and they've not met Heather yet. So what we're going to do? Good morning, Grace. How are you? She said, "Roll high." All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little catch up for everybody in the group, and then we'll bring the others in.
He catch up.
I'm allergic to ketchup.
Tarnum, just out of curiosity, real fast, Tarnum, do you remember what the last thing is we did with you? Do you remember it all? If you don't, that's okay.
I don't remember any. I remember dinosaurs and a jungle and finding a temple thing
Okay.
next to a waterfall.
That's
Walking
right.
up to a door.
You did not actually get in very far. I remember now. Okay, that'll be great. So that'll work out just perfectly fine. Let's see. Let me get over to here, and we will talk for just a minute. Here right, here we go. All right, we're going to go to here. All right, now we're playing in the World of Air. For anybody that's new to the stream, it is the setting, one of our main settings for our company. Not necessarily for Castle Crusades, but we do. Here, you can use it's an agnostic setting. You can do what you want. This is kind of how the world looks. All right, like that.
Wow.
Yeah, very fancy. Now, this particular group is adventuring down here in the southern part. The campaign's called The Jungles of Inklu-Naid. They don't actually know where they're at in here. All right, it's going to be somewhere in this area down here in the south. They know they're on a tropical island somewhere, and there's volcanoes and lots of hiss beasts, which are dinosaurs, right? And that kind of thing.
That's hiss with a H.
Hish? No, it's hiss.
She's implying
no.
that it sounded like you said piss beasts, which is
Why
very
would I
funny.
say that? That's disgusting.
I don't know.
I mean, I know a guy that played a knoll once in my group, but anyway. All right, so story as is. Tracy, why don't you bring us up to speed on what has happened since the very beginning? I know you've been keeping notes. So
What? No. Since the very beginning, that's evil.
it's like 4 episodes.
We've actually, according to my notes, we were at the last session that we were all, not counting last week, session 4. So yeah, we were on a boat.
Hang on. I can sum this up in a song.
Oh God.
Go.
The ship left shore on the shores of this uncharted desert. For
Look,
three
he got it.
He's not. He's half.
hours
He's right. He's not wrong. So,
The weather started getting rough. The monster came from below.
all right. So Tracy, do you have some notes? I know you don't have them all.
Yeah, sure.
You're not on the hot plate.
We
or anything.
started off in Conrad City.
Right.
We were summoned to talk to a sheriff to go scout out the Inklu-Naid for possible trade routes, establish network for money / knowledge.
Right.
We got on the boat. There was a storm, and we crashed. Remen's character, what's your name? Finch, right, was a prisoner, and he was assigned to be our guide, and he's been the most amazing guide we've ever had. And so we ended session 1 hiding in a cave as a hiss beast was coming for us. Session 2, it turned out to be a shingleback. Did some hiding, gained sanity.
Be right back. I'm
Wonderful
listening.
Mandrich created some sounds to distract. Are you talking to chat? No, he muted himself. Okay.
No, I'm just making JFK jokes in the chat.
Nice. Let's see. We this is when we then came across Jeremy's character Tarnum, right? Well, actually, I guess we came across you in the first session, but then you were kind of helping.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I have it written down in here. So, and we talking about some of the direct. We were trying to decide which way to go, and we didn't want to go east because that's where the SETI people are. They're the skin boilers. So we headed for some ruins. We heard wacky sounds, but we found a good place to rest. We did that. We saw the tiny feral humans chasing a shingleback again. Session 3, we found evidence of that shingleback takedown. Let's see, we found some things. We heard clicking sound, and turned out it was another one. It was a raptor kind of looking thing. And the wonderful Mandrich created a rope trick, the terrible claw beast rope trick. We all hid out in the little interdimensional portal while the claw beast went away, but actually I guess it didn't, because we got some damage. We fought it, we killed it. Then we kept going, and we came across the beautiful waterfall ruins. Chuck, perfect time to show that. That's a really cool image. Found some silver acorns that are something wacky. And inside, once we went inside the waterfall ruins, we found this ancient writing, serpents intertwined. Oh, that was the door. We opened the door with the silver acorn, and then it was session 4 that we got actually inside. We saw these braziers, this altar, this serpent man leaned over. Finch went up to the dais. We heard a gong. The altar said, "Spill your blood to see the truth." And who did it? Finch cut his hand. There was a rumble. The statue rose in the air. There was an entrance below. We went down there. And this is where Tarnum hung out and didn't go down with us. We went down this corridor. Bullshittery happened, and a trapdoor opened, and we fell.
And have since been found.
Mandrich is extremely paranoid. We fought some snake people, right? Some skeleton snake people. Yep, that was it. Chuck is talking to chat, or he's just talking on mute.
We're talking work.
Yeah, that's okay. It's good.
Work, smirk. Come on.
You never know.
Never stops.
All right. That was a great synopsis. Excellent. Good job. So we're going to go through characters real fast because I need to put these guys over.
Wait, do I get XP for that?
You do every time we do it. Yeah, you get 2% bonus. I actually owe you guys experience, but I'm not going to. How close are you guys to leveling real quick? Not you two new ladies, but the other 4.
Very close.
Hey, Jeff. Morning.
I have that. I got that last session 4. I think I have written down 1118 to everybody else and 1230 for me.
Let me look real quick.
So,
I mean, that could be very.
For me to level up, I need less than 400 experience.
Well, why don't we figure that out later? Because people have been politely waiting for us to play for over an hour.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, no, that's no problem. I'm just asking because I wanted to know if
that is a problem. I think that's a problem.
No, it's not a problem. All right, so
let's go, Chuck. Let's go, Chuck.
Yeah, well, I need to get my thoughts together here. So we didn't give experience last session. I know because we were getting
waited patiently over 2 hours last week. So
yeah. So, anyways,
I know you're talking about me.
No, it was planned that way last week. Listen, if we're making characters on here and you guys don't want to hang out, it's not a problem. You don't have to. All right, so okay, I want to make sure I got the right thing here. Okay, all right. So, that being said, let's get back to the game here. All right, so, yeah, Bean, you're correct. That's exactly what happened last time with everybody. So, right now, We know what's going on with Hirlorn. We know what's going on with Mandrich. We know what's going on with Finch. Tarnum somehow has disappeared, right? And when we left off, you guys were plunging through a pit, if I remember correctly, right? Let me see if I can get that map up for us.
That was December 16th. So here we are, 2 months later.
I love how you guys focus on this. It's fantastic.
Gotta be a record. Gotta be a record.
All right. Let's see if this brings this up right here. Yeah, right there we go. Yeah. Now, where is, I guess, I haven't looked at this map in a while, so let's get this up here. Let me find
Because you're showing more on stream than I see in here.
Oh, I haven't got it pushed out to you guys yet. Here you go. I'm still trying to get it set up here. There's combat tracker. There we go. I need to add a Rayrin on there. Now, so Heather, if you would for me, on the right hand side,
Yes.
there's a button that says characters under player. If you could go under there, click on that, and there'll be a little place for you to find your character and just double click on it and take it. Perfecto. Awesome. All right, I can drag you down here too.
Chuck, can you unhide the map because what I see is mostly black.
Yeah, it will be that way right now. It will be that way right now.
Oh, okay.
Not a
Well,
problem.
no, but we should see that hallway that we went down. I don't.
You
like
will.
what you're showing on stream.
You will. You will. Be okay. Be all right. All right, let me get everybody on here.
There we go.
Pat's carrying the light, remember?
I'm a night elf. I don't need light.
And then,
Same for Pat, I think. Right?
I mean, I do need light because I have twilight vision.
yes. There you go. Yeah, there's the three of you falling through your pit, all right? And
Yep.
so basically, just so the crowd can see what's going on, they basically had entered through this entrance right here, right? And found themselves in this hallway here. They went through this area here she was talking about. This is where they are now. This is the pit that opened up on them when they fell through, right? All right, because you guys on the other end, you guys can see everything that probably around the group, right? So like if I hit this button right here, yeah, that's what the group sees right now. Right? Is that about right, Bean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
I'm still seeing
So-
black.
So for people that's watching the game out in Twitch, this is my side of things. So you'll see me setting up monsters and doing things and that kind of thing. Most of the players, I should say, typically pop out chats because they don't want to metagame, right? But I don't tell them they have to. It's their choice.
Never.
It's their choice because I don't always do everything on the screen like I'm going to do, just because, right? So you guys were falling, all right? So this is how we're going to handle this because I'm not real big stickler for like worrying about story integrity. It's an online game, right? All right, and I really don't worry about it in real life either as far as at the table. So what we're going to do real fast, let's go through the characters. I want to get this stuff down so we don't get screwed up here. Rimmond's character is Finch Fireheart. Right, Lemon? Tell us about Finch.
Yep. Finch is a jungle elf assassin.
A what?
God bless you.
Oh, yeah, he's a thief, right?
Sure. Sure. Let's go with that. Yeah.
He's a procurer of rare antiquities.
Can you describe him for us?
He has face paint on.
Mm-hmm.
He has leather armor,
Okay.
and he has a leather coif on. So
Somewhat.
blends in pretty well.
Right. Now, okay, I've got that down there. Your current hit points are 19 out of 20. And you have a boon, right, that you won in one of our games, and it's called Breaking the Law.
Yes.
Right. What does that do for you again?
I have no clue.
No clue.
Well, as a matter
Well-
of fact, I can tell you what it does.
Oh, she's
because
written it
I-
down.
What-
Wow, what a scribe. Woohoo.
What a scribe.
A scribe.
Because when did you win? You won it during session 4. Breaking the law. Target's next action has wild magic effect.
Oh, goody. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Wild magic.
So,
Do you have wild magic?
so you can do wild magic if you need to, right? Breaking the law. That's right, Jeremy. Breaking the law. All right. Let's see here. So let me explain a little bit to the crowd and the viewers and our new players how that works. At the end of our sessions, you 6 will send me over a message in Discord privately saying who you thought contributed to the session the best as far as like, good ideals, enjoyable, just whatever. They helped the party out. They were loyal, whatever. Something you think that enhanced the session for you, right? This is my way of having my players
the
give back
DM
to
the most.
Yeah. Well, what the point is so you guys can give back to each other and support each other outside of this. I've been doing this for a long time at my tables, and most players like it. When whoever gets voted and the majority wins, if it's a tie, we do a roll off. You get to roll on my boon chart. It's a gift from the gods. It'll get you something crazy that you can use anytime during the session. Anytime. You can even trade it if you want to hand it off to Hero Lauren. You want to give it to Pat. Hey, hello, boss. I love you. See you, Hobbit. You can just trade it around, right? Not a big deal, right? It's just something fun. Once you use it, it's gone, right? And if for some reason you were to get voted twice in a row, right? Or I'm sorry, if you have one already and then they vote you again, you have to decide whether to keep the one you got or roll on the chart. You don't get to roll and then decide. You have to kind of give it up, right? Not a big deal. Now, along with that, something else I'm going to tell you guys about. I didn't tell you about this, Courtney, last week because we were just getting the characters together, but I will, now that you're here and Heather's here. So these are challenge coins that we used to give out at cons. They're pretty much out of print now, but I have a few. But I use them at my games, even virtually. And what we do is everybody at the table has 2 of these. All right? Holy shit, it's raining. Wow. Anyway, monsoon, man. Wow. All right. Anyway, so how do these work? They give you a bonus to your dice rolls, +3 or -3, whatever you need on a dice roll. If it's a percentile, it gives you a +15 or a -15. So don't forget to use these because as you use them up, I'll give you new ones for role playing and that kind of thing. Right? It's just sort of a thing I kind of give out to kind of help you guys along as long as you're into the game and not over here just like typing on the viewers and giving that kind of thing. All right. Anyway, so that's how these work.
So
Everybody has 2 of
those
these.
those reset. We all have 2 of them now.
No, right now, currently, everybody has 2. Actually, you know what? I did reset them. Yep, everybody has 2 right now. You're right.
The challenge coins.
Mm-hmm. And for you folks that are watching the stream and
Those are boons.
yeah, I call them boon coins or whatever. I have different terms for them. In fact, in here, it's fantasy grounds. What do I call those things? Incentive coins, what I call them. Yeah, and there's what that looks like, you guys. See it on. Oh wow, look at that! Isn't that nice? It's a nice picture. It's fantastic. Look at that.
Well, I popped out chat, so I don't know what you're looking at.
Weird. Well, no, it's okay. You shouldn't. I was going to show it to you, and there's no picture. So there's one that works. Okay, here we go. I'll push it out to you guys too.
I have one of those around here somewhere. I don't know.
You should
where it
have. I
is.
gave you some. So
You gave me one. I don't know where
Nice.
it is.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's what we use. I give those at cons
Drive me
sometimes. I do have
crazy.
some new ones that are silvery looking that I found at the
Well, yeah,
warehouse.
I have those too.
Yeah, those are not quite the
but
same
they're not as
material.
good.
No, I'm gonna get
Those
some new ones made.
big, heavy ones. Yeah.
Right.
Chuck,
right.
you can also use those on damage, right?
You can use them for any dice roll except rolling for hit points when you level up, and seems like there's another catch somewhere. Oh, initiative. Other than that, have at it. Damage, anything. I don't care. Please use them. All right, because I
I'll
won't
get you an
remind you
extra
probably.
D6.
'Cause All right.
No, it
Not
gives you
on
+3.
HP or
Plus 3.
initiative. It gives you +3. Okay.
Rick Montel representing Franklin Mint. I got you. All right, so next character up is going to be Tarnum. Tarnum, tell us a little bit about your character and what he looks like.
Tarnum. He's an enormous bull of a man.
Yep.
Just like neck this thick, broad, deep of chest, heavy limbs, but he moves very light and gracefully, almost silently. It's very, very kind of strange. You're like, oh, this guy looks like a lumbering elf, but he's pretty quick on his feet. He's got these kind of pale blue eyes and this big square head and this wild black mane of hair, deep tan skin, and he's wearing scale armor, which he looks like a local, so you have no idea where it came from. He's got a shield over his back and a sword and a couple other weapons on him and a big girdle, a big thick leather thing around his waist, which has got the sword tucked in, and he's got sandals, and he's just got kind of this primal countenance about him where you look at him and it's almost like, oh, that's a wild animal, like you don't want to get too close kind of deal.
And he's a barbarian, right? You said, right?
I mean, what else? Come on.
And well, I don't know. I mean, and they're all third level.
He's a wizard. He's a wizard.
He carries a club. It's sharp. Anyway, so that's Tarnum, and the last one I want to run over real quick is Mandrich. Mandrich.
He's a hairy wizard.
Give me your name, Mandrich, if you could.
Say what?
Your name. Talk about your character, Mandrich. Pat.
Oh. Mandrich the Manwich. There before you stands sexy maid on earth. The gnome wizard, very confident in his abilities, and just maybe a slightly little bit egotistical. But he's very sarcastic most of the time. And when he's not sarcastic, he's snarky. But beyond that, he's as helpful as he can be. He believes magic solves most of the problems. As long as people let him know what they're trying to do, he'll see if he has a spell that helps.
Okay, all right.
Did I mention he was gorgeous?
And he likes purple a lot. So there's that.
Hey, purple is the color of royalty.
Let me ask a question. So let's see. You have a boon, correct?
We all have boons.
Yours is...
Well, I mean, the new people don't, but I'm pretty sure all of us have boons at this point.
Tarnum doesn't, but you do. What's yours?
I gave my boon to somebody.
Oh, did you?
I had two, and you said I could pass it on to someone rather than...
No, I'm talking about the actual big one. It says smoke on my notes here.
Yeah, smoke and mirrors.
Okay.
But I'd won a second time, and you said if I wanted to, I could pass it on to one.
Yeah,
of the
you
other
gave
players.
it to Bean.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so that's an old one. Then.
My
This can get
boon
rid
is smoke and mirrors, which is I choose a target, they get surrounded by smoke, and get teleported 20 feet in a random direction.
Right. Okay. That's good. All right. And then last but not least, Tracy, your character here, Lauren. Talk about your character.
My character, Hiralorn. I am a slightly eccentric. I'm a twilight elf. I'm very small, dark-skinned. I am a druid, and I love nature, and I love just being with my little birdie friends. So kind of think, like that combination of the guy from Lord of the Rings and Snow White together, right? With the little bird friends. I had a nest with birds living in it until I got beat up and Chuck destroyed it. So I'm working on fixing together another little nest. And visually I'm probably a little disturbing, probably a little smelly. However, again, because nature, I feel like the most beautiful thing in the world. So one of my primes is beauty, even though it's an 8. So yeah, and that is me. I am Hiralorn. I am not from this place. I've been sent on a mission from my druid circle, to do something?
She is here alone, not there alone, not over yonder lorn. Here alone.
It meant something. I never pick a name that doesn't mean. I don't remember what it means, but it meant something. Anyway, something like tree, nature. I don't know.
Something like that, right?
There you go. And I believe I'm down 1 HP. I have 13 HP.
Yeah, well,
as
yeah.
well.
So hit points. We'll get to those in just a second. So let's go to save some time. Let's do Rayrin now. Rayrin or Courtney, tell us about your character.
So Rayrin is basically this jungle girl. She's a very dainty little thing, but she can, be salty when she needs to, just when the situation calls for it. She's a very hot half jungle elf, by the way. Her beauty is 16, so, but it's not one of her primes, but she won't hesitate to use it if she needs to. She's also a cleric, so I feel like this group needs one. I feel like we're going to be in a lot of trouble. So, but yeah, that is Rayrin. Since she's very new, I haven't really gotten like a grasp of her yet, but it'll come. It'll come to me.
That's perfect. And then new to our group, I'm going to put her character up here now. Go ahead and you can tell us about your character, Heather.
I am. Let me bring it up here. Just because it makes it a lot easier.
Well, I honestly don't know how to pronounce it.
I have it all in front of me. So, introducing Kibi Wanderluck. She is a gnome seeker. You would very, very obviously, with her wide eyes, small nose, and fairly comfortable clothing. Sleeveless tunic, travel pants, soft leather, girdle, many, many decorative burnished breast buckles and gold embroidered on the clothing because it's all fun. A little bit of some small beaded tassels and a few along the bottoms of the tunic because decoration is everything. Soft brown leather travel boots. Her hair is kind of a chestnut brown with various braids kind of pulled back with these very piercing sapphire blue eyes that seem to be able to stare without a whole lot of blinking as she is taking in and trying to memorize every detail that she sees. She fairly travel worn, but her kind of quiet, bubbly personality. She seems very approachable most of the time. She almost seems slightly fae-like in her kind of just her demeanor and her behaviors as she kind of moves around. Very inquisitive, very curious, always kind of maybe slightly easily distractible as she can maybe just stop and take in something, even if you're talking to her, no matter how kind of crazy things are going on around her. But again, being very approachable and kind of curious, most people aren't usually put off by her. In fact, she kind of has this drawing personality where people kind of come to her. They're interested. There's something about her that they want to get to know better.
Okay. I need some technical information from you too as well.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask you some questions. What is your
I might have some
wisdom?
answers.
What is your wisdom, and is it a prime?
17, and it is always our prime.
All right. And what is your primes that you've picked? Wisdom's one of them, obviously. What's the other ones?
The other one is done on the fly. I haven't picked one yet for this particular
I
session.
forgot that, didn't you?
I literally put an asterisk right there. That's cool. That's different.
Yep.
AC.
So we'll find out what today's is.
AC. What is your AC?
Current AC, as far as I can figure it, is 12. She tends to wear, again, the soft leather armor bits from her girdle, a little bit across the, her top,
So what's your
bracers.
what base
like-
did you give yourself for your armor? Did you use just leather armor, or did you studded? What did you go with?
Yeah, no, just basic leather
Leather.
armor though.
And what's your dex?
Yep. Dex is 12.
Okay, so that's a 10.
That's 0, so 10.
Yeah.
So
And then-
11
So 11, I think it
Or-
would be.
or 12.
Yeah, because the leather.
Because padded is 1. Yeah. So 12.
Okay. And you don't have a shield, do you?
No,
Okay. And
Not
what's your
yet.
what's your max hit points?
20. So I'm a D8, so at 3rd level it'll be 24.
Well, it's max
Top
hit
of all
points
that,
the
you
first
get a
level.
D8.
Then you got to roll the other 2 levels. I forgot about
Oh.
that. Actually, we need to roll
Oh,
those.
okay. So you didn't tell me that.
That's my
You
fault. I
just-
was busy with work.
And you have to record each. You have to record the value for each level.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
literally
so-
trying.
And ones do
We'll
not
take
count.
8.
Ones do not count.
So that's a 7 and a 4.
But I think Rick, there might be an ABP actually. Anyway, go ahead.
They're not. I don't think.
Oh, I saw it somewhere, but
So
I don't know. We got some books.
Probably the DMG
15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19 hit points
or
total.
CKG. I'm sorry.
19
Second
max. Okay.
19.
All right.
You see that little chart right under the HP that shows hit points by level?
Yep, I already got that.
Okay. Good deal. All right, that's perfect. There was something else I wanted to ask you. What were we saying? Oh, did you buy equipment?
I did pick up some equipment.
Okay.
Nice.
Like I said, I come prepared.
No, you worked hard
So,
on it. Rick. Yeah,
I-
it's great. It's good.
I try to. So according to the character info that you sent me, I did pick up the expert pack for
Okay.
Seeker.
Excellent.
So I have all of that listed in my possessions for now, and then my weaponry.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good.
That's
Sounds
as far
good.
as I got so far.
There's one thing in there that you don't need is the quick release mechanism, I believe.
Yeah, that junk. Don't worry about that. We don't like each one of those backpacks are cool, but I don't use it. I mean, you can write it down if you want. That's fine, but it won't play into our game. That's what I'm trying to say.
I wrote it, but it just to have it so
Yeah.
I don't have to look it back
And
up.
of
There's
course,
enough other stuff I have open.
well, and you being from Inklu-Naid means that a lot of the stuff will be themed for that area. So just keep that in mind. You know, armor and stuff. It's going to be
Yeah.
less medieval, right?
Yeah. So,
But-
do you want to know my weapons? Do you need to know that?
I'm curious more than anything.
She has a lovely ornate dagger, so
Okay.
D4. She has a sling
Okay.
because you can always pick up something and fling it at something.
That's very true. Unlimited ammo.
So again, D4. Yeah, but you know she's resourceful, so not necessarily needing ammo. Almost anything is ammo if it can fit. And she has a set of bolas. So again, D4.
Bolas. I like this. This is cool. Okay, so
Is that
she
really?
sounds
Wow, okay.
sounds very ranged, almost. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start this adventure off back to the 3 that are falling through the pit. All right. I was going to originally, when it was just going to be 4, I was just going to put tournament there and move on. But I think now I will change things up just a little bit. So you guys, last thing that Bean had repeated, you guys have been going through this corridor, and y'all had tripped the trap, and this pit had opened, and you guys were falling down through it. And did I don't think I had you guys roll any rolls, did I? Right? No.
Nope.
Okay. So what I need for everybody to
You
do.
fell and you said, I'm leaving it there.
Okay. So I want
Well,
here,
that's
Lauren,
Chuck.
Mandrich, and Finch. I want you guys to give me intelligence checks. Now,
16 prime.
what? Yeah, 16 prime. So you just tell the number and tell me either prime or non-prime. That works for my brain really good.
18 non-prime.
Okay.
$15 prime.
Okay. All right. And I need each one of you to roll me a Constitution check now, please. That's exactly
All of
right,
us?
Scottish Jeff. Free falling as they're plummeting to their deaths.
You said all of us?
Just you
Sure.
three.
16 non-prime.
Okay. Someone's snacking. I can hear it. It's making me hungry.
Yeah, what you eating?
What you eating, Jeremy?
Popcorn.
Did you bring enough for the class? I'm just saying.
That's an 8.
An 8. Excellent. I mean, okay. And then
great.
Aw.
who's that leave? We got one more number coming. Who was it from? Is it Pat?
Bandridge.
I said mine.
Constitution.
13 non-prime.
Okay.
You said intelligence.
No, we did 2
No,
checks.
he said con.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Pat's on top of
He
it.
did 2 checks. You rolled twice, Pat.
Okay. So you guys pretty much fall, and the floor comes rushing up, and darkness absolutely takes you over. All right. Now switching back to Tarnum, the soft-spoken, short-spoken barbarian. Tarnum, you've got separated from your group trying to get into this temple. So you've went back outside for a few minutes to try to get your bearings. You're standing outside of this big waterfall that's going on. Just kind of standing there. When you see the strangest thing you've ever seen before, you see 2 creatures come out of the forest, or the jungle. And one appears to be, you recognize her as being one of the local, looks like one of the local elves. Sort of like Finch, right? A jungle elf, right? But with her is some sort of you look a little closer and you recognize this. You know of these creatures. You've not seen them much. They're not very often found in this area, but it's very small, right? And you know those creatures are called gnomes, but they're not very prevalent in Inklu-Naid, and it's definitely not in this part of it anyways. And they seem like they're just kind of looking a little bit lost. And you've kind of, they see you and you see them. Do you say anything to them?
Who are you talking to?
You.
I was gone. I
Yes,
got up
you're
and
out.
left.
What?
No, I left the room just now. I just sat down.
Oh, I didn't notice. I really
I heard
didn't
the end of that.
Yeah, so basically you have walked outside.
So I'm sitting on a stump, and a jungle elf and a gnome come out of the jungle.
Yes. They find my thing here. I'm in a boo-boo. Yeah, you've went back outside from the temple. You could not find your way. You couldn't find your way around, right? What happened was you got separated from them, right? So you've come back outside. The waterfall's crashing off to your left, and in the distance in the trees, you see them coming, walking around, looking lost. But they stop and see you, and you can see them. Now, for you two, I'll kind of explain to you what this looks like. You've got this massive waterfall that's coming down. Built into this wall that it's coming over appears to be some sort of an ancient temple, right, or something, some sort of ruin. There are stairs leading down that come out, and at the base of this waterfall, it's created like a pool of water around it with this pathway of stone that goes through it, right? Off to the left, that part of the waterfall that crashes down is plunging into a dark pit. The other side is what's feeding this pool of water that kind of surrounds the entrance to this ruin. And you can go across the walkway if you wish. It doesn't look very dangerous. It's not very wide, or like don't have to hop on those stones. There's no river danger, right? It's just very, very nice. Now, there are some old growth trees growing here, very strange looking trees that you've never even seen before, either one of you. They appear to be, obviously you assume they're probably indigenous to here, but maybe not. They just look really old. They look almost like fir trees, sort of a cross between some sort of a tropical version of a fir tree, but they have these really small looking, strange, silver looking acorns that grow off of them. I'm just letting you know this as you pass through, you'll see them. And then you see this large beast of a man staring out across the water from you at the entrance to this ruin. And he looks like something out of Hyperborea, Conan or something, right? And he's just looking at you, and you guys see him. Now, you two had just recently met wandering through the jungle. We won't worry about the past right now. Let's just worry about what's going on with the future or the present. And what do you say to this thing that's staring at you from the temple, this beast of a man?
Hi.
I don't know. I think I think I might still be like focused on like the silver acorns and shinies.
Yeah.
So friendly, non-friendly. Should we be worried that this big honking of a thing is sitting on a stump in the middle of nowhere?
He's human.
Well, I mean, yeah.
How far away is he again from us?
He's about 100 yards, well, 50 yards away from you. He's on the other side of this little pool of water, kind of sitting on the stairs, or standing, I guess, actually. Because he's probably standing up with his weapon out, looking at you, going, what in the hell? You know, kind of look.
Well, I'm gonna ask again, friendly, non-friendly.
In what language?
Whatever language you can understand, I guess.
She speaks common. I'd say she probably would use that first, since you look human. Yeah.
I'm gonna walk over to him.
I'm gonna stay back just a little bit.
Do they look local? Do they look native?
Yes, somewhat. I mean, you recognize Courtney's character definitely is the same type of race as Finch, right? The other one, you've heard of these gnomes. You've never really seen them, but you know they are part of this jungle. They're just very few, and they tend to be. So I'll be honest with you, okay?
But that gnome is definitely not dressed like a native.
Yes, she has some native parts to her. We didn't discuss that outside of the game, but yes, it would look. She would probably have some tattoos on her and that kind of thing, right?
Quite a few, actually.
Yeah, so she's got some Aboriginal look to her. A couple things you do know about gnomes down in Inklu-Naid. One, they tend to be scarce, but once they get to know someone, they can be really aggravating. Sometimes they've been known to. They like to dig through stuff and look around.
You don't got to tell me that. You don't gotta tell me
I feel attacked.
So it looks like these two have appeared out of the jungle, and one of them, the gnome,
I feel seen,
has just trotted right over to you, walking right up across the water along the rock towards you, with a big smile on her face.
So, well, before they get more than 30 paces toward me, I'm going to say, that's close enough.
Oh yeah, I'm like a couple of feet back from behind her because, still a little wary, not expecting to see somebody standing on a ruin in the middle of nowhere.
This isn't the sort of place I'd expect to meet.
I'll
strangers.
Stop. I'll stop then when he says that, and just kind of cock my head and stare.
What's your business out here? I don't know. I'm just casting.
Oh, I was waiting to see you make something up. So it's just according to how honest you want to be. If you want to be completely honest, then you guys have been. You probably are just wandering around enjoying finding new shit, right? Whereas Courtney's character is probably considered. She is a little bit lost. Right? She's been looking for a tribe. But anyway, it's according to what you guys want to tell them.
I'll just take a second and then kind of look back at Courtney's character and then look at him. One could ask you the same question. What brings you to...
I know my business. I don't know yours.
Well,
that's perfectly clear logic to him. That's completely obvious logic to him.
Well, of course you do. Of course you know your own business. I would hope you do, or else we'd have to question your mind. I know my business. I would hope I know my business. I think I know my business. Do I know my business? I think I know. Do you know my business? You don't know my business.
Knuckles are starting to turn white on the sword hilt listening to this.
Have you found much in there? Have you even gone in there? What have you found in there? Anything neat? Blink, blink.
He's speechless.
And Rayron's just standing there, just arms crossed, head tilted, just listening.
If he tells you he's not going to hold your hand, run away.
See you, Chris. We'll be on to about 1 Eastern, so if you get back. Go ahead.
Are you hired, or are you paid, or are you here for, I don't know, excitement, adventure, loot? There's all sorts of things in here, and there's a lot of things in this jungle that would probably want to eat you. They almost want to eat me, but I'm a little small. I'm more of an appetizer, I think they call it. Or a snack. I've been called a snack before. I think that's a good thing. Is it a good thing?
How close is this gnome standing next to the edge?
I don't know. That's up to her. I don't know. I really don't know. She's in control of her story.
You're a quiet one. Why don't you say something? Or can you not say anything? If you can't, I'm sorry.
How close is your gnome standing next to the edge?
Ray Ren. So, real quick, Ray Ren, as she walks over and starts having this conversation, you can see this guy getting, I'm sure it's pretty obvious.
He's getting visibly angry.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
But clearly he's not. Clearly he's not a danger.
Goes up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rayron definitely goes up and kind of like covers Kiwi's mouth and saying, "We have just found our way here. I am lost. I met this little one in the jungle. We just need to know: are you alone, or are you with the party? Where is the rest of your party if you're not?"
He eases up a little bit. Someone sensible.
Shush. I'm trying not to make it to where your life is cut so short.
A group of offlanders went in there not too long ago. Sounds like they triggered a trap. Waiting to see if they make it out alive. If they don't, no, it's not worth my time.
I tap on the mouth. I tap on her.
Are you going to not ramble again?
Sorry. I'll be good.
Okay. What do you have to say? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. My hand's off.
Thank you. Oh, that's better. Sorry about that. I get carried away sometimes. So you say your friends or compatriots are in danger inside?
Those are generous words.
So they're not in danger, or they're not companions?
Group of strangers who've followed me like a shadow. Wandered in there and now gotten themselves into a bit of trouble. They see it. If they don't make it out, I don't have to deal with it anymore. If they do make it out, well, figure something.
Well, that's an interesting take on things.
So how long have you been out here by yourself, waiting on them to come out?
How long have I been
About
out here?
2 months.
Can't be more than like 20 minutes, right?
30.
An hour? 30 minutes?
And as he goes to answer your question, before he answers it, there is a loud rumbling, okay? And this is not something that's shocking because this is a very volcanic area we've discovered already in some of the past sessions, but the whole place starts to shake. A whole wall of earth with the water coming over, the waterfall shaking. There's an earthquake sort of going on, rumbling or something. You three, being natives to Inklu-Naid, know that there's probably some sort of volcanic activity going on. It's not going to shock you or anything like that. But something new has happened. This happened once before when they first arrived here. This time, there are large pieces of what looks to be volcanic rock that actually come down from the sky upon near you guys. It's crashing into the water. And you realize that there is a large, or you don't know this, but there is a large, evidently there's a large vent, a volcanic vent that's somewhere near here, close enough to whatever it's spewing out is coming over the waterfall and landing in the water. Steam's coming off the water. Pieces are going down the big deep pit off to the right as you're facing this temple, right, or ruin. Some of it's even bouncing off and hitting some of these trees. And when it does, you can see little pieces of the leaves and stuff actually catch fire for a few minutes and flame up. But this is the problem with it. Not a big deal. Again, it's not like it's just pouring down on you, but you all three get the feeling that this is not supposed to be happening. There's evidently something has become extremely active nearby, and now this is probably going to become dangerous in a few minutes. Now you can continue to answer your question.
Question.
Yeah, she asked you a question about how long you've been out here.
30 minutes.
That 30 minutes seems very troubling for your friends to be gone that long. I'm sorry, your stranger companion group posse.
How long were you planning on waiting?
I point to the sky, point to the sun. So that eclipses that, and I point to a high bluff of rock, which would probably be about 6 hours.
Well, fortunately, I don't think with the activity that's going on from the local volcano, I don't think we're going to have that much time. It might be, and I look up at Courtney's character. It might be safer if we actually step inside just a little ways to get out from some of this.
Have the rock fall on you.
I agree with you. Are you going to come with us? Are you going to stay out here?
I start to move forward.
Chuck, do I get the sense? Chuck, stop playing games on your phone.
I'm not. I mentioned something. It's important, but
I know.
A sense of what?
With my Deerstalker ability and being a native here, does the volcanic activity often accompany earthquakes? Are there earthquakes in the area? Like, if this volcano goes off, is it likely that the ground is going to shift and the cave is going to collapse?
It's certainly a possibility. Now, this place has been here a long time, and you have ascertained that it's probably got some magical properties to it. Well, I don't think you did. I think Pat did. But anyways, regardless of it,
didn't.
Yeah, you probably would think, there's probably a good chance that, and see, this area you guys are in, I didn't tell you that part. As you look at the picture that I've sent out, I'll do it one more time just in case I didn't see anything. I think I did. But what you see is a large stone wall of water coming over it, right, with this ruin embedded in it. That mountainscape goes all the way around. You guys are kind of almost in like a little valley or a vale, but it's all mountain around you. You've wandered into, right? So you know that being out here in the open is not a good idea if this gets worse. Because you've got trees all around you that could possibly come down on you as well. Absolutely.
So, landslide, possibly.
Without responding to their request, I just turn and start heading towards
of course
the
you
opening.
Will. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So he just
That's
turns and walks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So he turns, says no word, and just silently starts walking into this place. You guys are going to follow along. And as you guys enter in, the first thing you do is you're going to go down a short hallway, which will ultimately open up into what appears to be a courtyard. You can see the sky, right? And there is, back here now, you can see black smoke piling in the air. You can feel heat coming off of it. It clearly,
much worse.
Yeah, it's much worse now that you've gotten inside this mountain, and then there's a little opening, so you can tell the back end of wherever this stuff's coming from. You're much closer to it. Now, what's interesting
Either
about
way,
this? Wait, I'm sorry.
No, either way, we would have been in a big pickle if we would have stayed out there.
Yes, absolutely. Now, this little open area here is kind of interesting. Let me do this. I think this is, right here we go. I'm going to do this. I'm going to push this out for you guys to see.
Whoa. Do.
There you go. Now, this right here is what you guys come into. This looks like an area that's got some plants in it. It is lit up with some braziers of fire. There appears to be an altar with some bones in it and blood. And behind it appears to be, I'm trying to remember, and Pat, you might want to remember this. I think there was a secret door back there you guys went through. It opened up. Am I correct? Right? and it appears to be still be open. All right, and you can see what appears to be, without getting close, there's just some sort of opening behind this big altar, right? And there's no one else in here except you three.
Does the room is filling with gas, or it's just kind of smoky?
No, it's just smoky up top because you can see the sky above
Oh,
it, right?
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna hop over that altar and pass through the door.
Okay. All right. So you can go ahead and move your character over there. You guys can follow along. From time to time.
I don't have whatever you're showing.
Mine just popped
There
up.
it is. Mine just popped up.
I don't have it.
Can you see the map?
No.
Are you in Fantasy Grounds?
Yeah. There it is.
Okay. There we go.
Through.
Good deal. Now, when it opens up, give me just a second here.
Do.
There we go. When it opens up, you can see what appears to be a hallway before you, right? And I'm going to go ahead and just bring you through here. And it's darkened. So what you see is what you see. You can see a little crack outside where it's lit. But up ahead, this place is there's just no light.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Except what little it's eking through.
How do I move my field of vision?
You can move your character around. It'll give it to you. So go ahead and try it.
No.
Hmm? Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Everything's covered in black.
That's right, because you don't have any light. Can you see can you see the crack that goes out? Can you see the light outside, like right here?
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I can't move what I see in the window. Like I can't.
Oh, hold down your middle
Like
mouse
in Photoshop where you can like hold the.
Hold
Yeah,
down your
middle mouse button.
Yeah, middle mouse button.
Oh, that's so intuitive. Thank you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Shouldn't say mean things about Roll20. They're very nice to us.
Yeah, and just so everybody knows, this map was made previously when I had time to work on maps as line as a site. Don't get spoiled by it. We will have maps that won't have this, but it was already built in, so we'll have some fun with it. All right, anyway, Tarn, you've entered this little area you can barely make out. Looks like it's a hallway with, looks like there's roots. Looks like this hallway is so old that the roots from the mountain and stuff is busted through. So there's pieces of granite laying on the ground. It's very, there's not any dim light hardly at all except right where you're at. And this is the only place your compatriots could have went, right? You can hear the other two that you've just met kind of talking to themselves and moving over toward where you are, because I'm sure they've probably gotten really curious as to what's going on with you now that you've wandered through there. So
I'm probably more worried about them than whatever's ahead of me.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But they may have. I don't think you. Do you have any torches? Do you have torches?
Yeah, I have torches. I have like a torch.
Oh well, you got.
Let me check.
I've got two.
I have some torches.
I've got 2 torches. So I will light a torch.
All right, he's got a lot of torch, folks.
I will strike a piece of flint against a hunk of steel.
This over here. There we go.
Repeatedly until it catches.
And
like 15 minutes fumbling around in the dark. Fucking come on! God damn it! Can't see shit in here.
Do you need some help?
What's the native language of the? I'm gonna curse in that language.
Muflulu.
there you go. God, dude, don't say that. I got Twitch going on. You're gonna get us banned for saying that.
What? I just said.
Don't say it again. Oh my God. All right.
He said that word.
Your torch lights up, and now you can make out part of the corridor going ahead. It looks like. And you can just see going into the distance.
I am sweeping across the floor, looking along the halls, looking as far as I can see into the darkness, and I'm listening for anything that I could possibly detect.
Yep.
Doesn't my elven part of my race give me enhanced hearing a little bit?
It does.
Yes, you're both much better suited to this than I am. But
Yeah, he's not a dungeon
I'm very
by any
stubborn.
means. Right, but he's very
Okay.
stubborn.
Actually, if she's a gnome, she's got +3 to her hearing.
Yes, I do.
Why are
And
you not?
you being an elf
And dark vision.
when you get close to hidden passages and that kind of thing, I'll roll to see if you
His
notice
torch
them.
ruins your dark
And if you ever
vision.
try to do it on purpose, you'll get a bonus. Okay.
Yeah, my torch ruins your dark vision. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Spoils
yeah.
it.
Dark
Yeah,
vision's wonderful.
That's true.
Yeah. Anyways,
Probably get about there, and then I'm going to peek around each corner.
right. And you'll get up there, and you can see what it looks to be looks like some passages that have been busted open with these roots, and it looks like there's coffins in them or sarcophagus in them, sarcophagi. It looks like they have one of them to the left there looks like it was messed with, but the one on the right I don't think was messed with. I think they decided to pass. If I'm right, am I right, Pat? Y'all passed them on up, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we
I think-
killed everything
Yeah,
that was in
mess
there.
with that first one on our left. I don't think we messed with the one on the right.
That's right. That's right.
No, because Manwich
No,
got a
we-
panic attack.
That's right. I remember. So, Turnham, you've got your torch out. They're following you. And up ahead, you can see, as you stand there in that little crossroads, you can clearly see a massive pit open up in the floor ahead. And you can tell that this thing looks like it was built into the floor to be hidden. Something has triggered it, and it's now opening to the corridor, just wide, yawning open here. And it just looks like, yeah.
Okay.
That's right.
Well, I have no
That's right,
reason to
Rick.
interfere. I have no reason to start poking around in coffins.
Right.
Kind of look at them superstitiously, and then I kind of pass on.
Chuck, wouldn't there also be the bodies of the serpent things we fought in there? Skeleton things?
Yeah, that's a good point. You will see some, and I think you will notice those. But now you guys busted them up pretty good. So what they'll probably see
It's just
is
loose
a bunch
bones.
Of, a bunch of bones everywhere. Right. They won't probably gather that they were serpent shaped.
It's not that. Don't
And
put
you
that
walk-
evil on me.
Yeah, you'll walk up to this pit. You'll just stand on the edge of it and turn them. You can look down and you do not see a bottom. So you know it's going to probably be at least out of the range of your torchlight. So probably at least 30 feet deep.
Drop
Attack
your
of the
torch down there and
serpent.
see how far it goes.
It's not a bad idea. Well, okay. Can I pick up a bone
Mhm.
and drop it down in there?
Sure, give me an intelligence check.
I need to go through
In fact,
The
I want
bodies.
all
I
three of
just-
you guys to give
I-
me an
the
experience.
sarcophagi.
Give all of you an intelligence check. Hold up. What did you say, Kiwi?
I said I think I need to check out and see what might be in those sarcophagi if they're open.
You're gonna put some bad juju on us, you little thing.
18 non-prime.
I like that. Can you give me one too? Ray Rand, have you walked up next to Tarnum, or are you basically staying with her?
I'm
Where
still
you-
back where it's where I'm like in the middle to where I can see like both sarcophagus on the other
Okay.
side of me.
What about you?
I was gonna let him do his thing.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna go ahead and I meant to bring you in here and I forgot to. I'm gonna bring you up here. There you go, Kiwi. Now you can see in his torchlight what's going on. So you two don't have to
Oh,
roll yet.
yay.
If you're not fooling with Tarnum, don't worry about it. Tarnum, you've rolled your roll. What did you say you were doing, Kiwi? You've come up next to her now, and you're kind of eyeing these two passageways, right?
I'm looking around at the sarcophagi and the bones and all the little details of what might be attached to them. Any sparklies or shinies I might find.
Are you going to mess with them at all? Or are you just kind of looking?
Do I see anything shiny?
No.
Oh.
Maybe the enamel on some teeth. But
No, if I
not on
don't
them.
if I don't see anything like shiny, like something that would catch my eye, then I'll turn back and take a look at the passages and see what else might catch my eye.
Okay.
You see that one of the sarcophaguses has been messed with and opened,
Yep.
Oh,
but the other one hasn't.
No, the other one, the
one
one on the
that's
right
open.
has untouched. One on the left definitely has been messed with. So do you just kind of, since you don't see anything immediately that attracts your attention, you're just probably gonna, or are you gonna go dig through the coffin? You just said you didn't want to dig through them, did you? Or did you? I don't remember what you said there. Oh, you're trying to debate. I
Oh.
see.
I'm debating.
You could always roll a percentile, 1 to 50. Yes.
You know
51
what? Why not?
That's what I do.
Let's leave it to some random chance.
All right. I love
So
random.
I'm gonna call hi. And hi. I don't mess with it. Low, I don't. I do. And that is a 94. So I will look, and if I don't see anything that catches my eye shiny wise, then I will just go ahead and go, nothing here.
Okay.
Well,
All right. All right then. So you'll walk up next to Ray Rand. Ray Rand, you're standing back from Tarnum. Tarnum seems to be looking over. Tarnum, you said you just picked up a bone. You're going to try and drop it, I think you said. See if you can hear.
Yeah, I'm trying to gauge the depth. I got an 18 non-prime on my intelligence check.
Okay. All right. That's not bad. You drop the bone, and you can hear it clatter.
Ow!
How long did it take to hit the ground?
You figure it's probably another 10 or 20 feet from what you can see, so probably 50 foot down. Maybe.
That's a world of hurt in this
It's
game.
a pretty good pit.
That's a world of hurt in this game.
Give me a wisdom check.
Okay.
Actually, oh yeah, give me a wisdom check. Never mind. Yeah, you need to roll.
Natural 20.
Did
natural
you really?
oh,
Yeah.
Just so the chat knows, his normal wisdom is an 8. Just so you know. So he did really well there. Good job. Many D6 roll to be made. So looking around, that's a really good roll. So I'll tell you what, roll a natural 20. I'm going to give you a little boon here. You're looking around and you notice something. It looks like, and you obviously, you really wouldn't have seen this unless you walked to the other side of the pit, which I don't know how you get on the other side. But you can make out what appears to be indentions, not easily seen, or someone could
Indentations.
actually, where they could actually climb down if they wanted to.
On my side?
Yeah, you wouldn't see them unless you just happen to kind of look back. Most people would just kind of walk up and they either fall through.
Probably the way the light caught it, or
That's
something.
exactly right. That's exactly right. So it's like, oh, there's like a hidden ladder, stone ladder here, but it's
built into the stone. Okay.
Yeah, it's niches, right?
All right. Well, if the stonework looks sound, I'll descend.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I'll put the torch. I'll put the light that torch and.
You say anything at all to your two new companions, or you just go and start?
No,
climbing?
I don't know these people. I'm just gonna start climbing.
All right, ladies.
I watch him.
Yeah,
Well-
I'm gonna stand back and just see what he does, just because I have no idea what he's doing.
Tarnum will come over here. And he'll start to climb down, do his thing.
You found stairs, ladder, climbing things.
Yes, as he starts to climb away, you'll notice that the torchlight gets dimmer and dimmer. And ultimately, he is going to go down in this pit so far you won't have any light no more. You guys are going to be standing in the darkness.
It's not a problem for them.
That's very true. I think both of them's got dark
Well,
vision.
it takes,
right?
what, a minute or 6 minutes for their eyes to readjust?
I don't know if I have dark vision, but I mean, I have my elven.
Yeah, she doesn't have dark vision. She's got twilight.
Yeah, she's probably got twilight. Yeah,
which doesn't work underground.
No, so you're like that. Kibi can see just fine.
See forever. Yep.
No,
Right.
Chuck, doesn't it take several minutes for her eyes to readjust to total
I
darkness?
think it's 10 minutes. Rules is written, maybe. I think, or 6, maybe around.
I thought it was
Wow.
6.
I don't remember, but yeah. So for right now, though, you're trying to adjust to it. But what do you want to do, Rayron, when you get pitch black on you? You say anything to your companion, or what do you do?
See, I kind of like reach out for her, and I can feel the top of her head, so I put my hand on top of her head and I lean down a little bit, and I'm like, "What do you see?"
And it's going to be exactly like she saw before he descended. It's a long hallway. Actually, I take that back. Now that she has no light, she can see this hallway keeps going for good ways and ends what looks to be in a big, ornate looking door, probably another 20 to 40 feet down the hallway past the pit. And it appears to be empty with more roots coming out and busting. And you can also see, yeah, that's all she can see, really, actually. Looks like there might be some offshoots, just like what you passed, you know?
Oh. Well, he went down, and the annoying man goes away. Okay. Annoying man goes down the hole.
Raven, toss me.
We could go forward.
Well, you'd have to be able to. You'd have to. There's no way to get around the pit other than maybe as tiny as you are, you might be able to scale past it, but there's a good chance you would fall into it. It's covering the whole corridor.
Is there branches coming out of the wall to where I can grab a hold of and kind of like scale the wall a little bit on the tree branches or roots?
No,
Okay.
no, they're mostly coming through the ground. That's a good question, though.
The ground.
You know what? I tell you what. Since someone's ever asked me that before, you do see a couple of branches that you could possibly kind of
she
jump
doesn't.
to.
She doesn't.
Oh,
yeah,
she
I
doesn't.
don't.
Yeah. So you
Can you
asking,
imagine feeling around for those in the dark?
I know, and jumping.
Well, that's why I have my little friend
That's why
here
it's me.
who's able to tell me, like,
Yeah.
there's
Would
one
you do rock
up
climbing
high,
in
one
pitch
down
blackness,
low.
even if you had a friend who could see?
Say hello to her little friend.
So Kibi, it sounds like she's asking you if there's something. Kibi will look and say, "Yeah,
Yeah.
there's definitely some branches coming
Hey.
out. A couple."
Hold on.
Okay.
Let me see. If I do this and that's it. Okay, that'll hold me. That will not hold. Ooh, that won't hold.
I'm not sure
Okay.
if you can jump to them, Kibi, because you're kind of little, but Ray Wren could definitely jump if she wanted to try to jump in pitch black darkness and grab something. Absolutely over it.
Well, see, I was also going to ask the next question. Can I light a torch and hold it in my mouth where both my hands are free?
Absolutely. If Tarnum can do it, you can do it.
Yes, that's exactly what I want to do.
All right. Then.
To where we
So-
can kind of like, she's not having to, tell me where to go, and she can worry about getting herself across.
All right.
well.
She lights a torch up, and
How many feet
Tarnum's
across
gonna
is that
be-
pit, by the way.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, how long is that pit?
How far across is that
Wide.
pit?
Yeah.
Oh, 5, 10, 15. Looks like about 20 foot long. It was designed to take a bunch of people out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a whole thing opened up. And you could see some branches kind of poking out right. They're going to be right about here or so, about halfway. There's a big root or whatever coming out. And it's not dangling over there. It's just barely coming out of the wall. It's busted through. But you can most certainly grab a hold of it if you wanted to try to use that to try to move across. But I will reiterate, even with light, it's going to be extremely dangerous, but you're more than welcome to try.
Hey, I got an idea. How about I go first, and as I pull out my rope out of my bag, and I'm tying it on to my waist as I talk. Just give me a minute. Let me see if I can climb over, if I can get over there, and then I'll tie this on, and then that should help. It should help.
Sure. I see what you're saying. You're going to try to somehow get a rope around that root that's coming out of the wall, right?
Okay.
Is that what you're saying, Kiwi?
Yep.
Okay. And explain to me, if you could, a little better about how you envision doing this.
So do you think you can give me a boost?
Yeah, absolutely. I pick her up by her little ankles.
Okay. hold on. Let me show that.
What's your strength,
Okay.
Ray Wren?
It's a 14.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Not a problem. You can pick her up and put her on your
I
shoulders, whatever.
grab her by her anchor. I grab her by her ankles and I just hold her up.
Okay. Now what, Kiwi? You want her to try to swing you over to it? Is that what you're trying to do?
It's like 10 feet between you and the branch.
Right, because it's probably about, that corridor is about halfway, 10 feet. And how tall are you again,
Okay.
Kiwi?
About 3'5".
So she may be able to swing you and toss you if you want to try to grab it.
So I want to
This is
just
great.
get me in position, line it up, and then I'm going to kind of climb on like
Chat, she's
around
gonna
onto
die.
and kind of
We'll see what happens.
use you. I'm going to like push off of you
This is gonna be
and
insane.
leap
She can't hear me.
onto the branch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. So here's what I'm
Flying
gonna require.
squirrel move.
I'm gonna require. What's your dex, Ray Ren?
My dex is 15.
Okay, and what's yours, Kibi?
12, and it's just becoming prime now. So
Oh shit! Oh, look at that bunch of shit right there. I should have asked. I forgot. This is going to be a problem. I can already tell. I forget.
and if you're gonna make me roll it, I'm going to add my +3 bonus to this.
If that branch doesn't make a saving throw to avoid breakage,
I'm light.
She's not that heavy.
small.
She's not that heavy.
who
All right.
knows how old it is?
So here's what we're going to do. I need you both to give me intelligence checks right off the bat. First off, forgot about that. You've now reached the pit.
So is this just like this is not including the +3 for my level and yeah, just the +3 for my level. Do
And
we
your
add that in
bonus,
there?
bonus for any bonus you might have for your attribute. So for intelligence, you have a bonus for that.
Wisdom.
Right?
Okay,
Start
no,
making
I don't
wisdom
have
saving
any,
throws like mad.
I don't have any mods.
Okay,
for
so it'll
my
be a straight
intelligence.
up roll plus your level. That's right. And non-prime, prime or non-prime, which would be, I think you said.
Non-prime, and I got a 18 total.
Okay. And how about
So,
you?
Intelligence, 15 non-prime.
Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Okay. All right. So, Rayrin, you take her and you just toss her toward it, hoping she'll grab it like a trapeze artist or something, all right?
With my fingers crossed.
Into the darkness because you can't see where you're throwing.
Oh, she's got a torch. She's got a torch out. She's,
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
She's got a torch.
yeah.
She's got a torch, and I am trying to push off. I am trying to push off of her to give me momentum.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, that's
all right.
what you do.
This is the roll we're waiting on. Heather, you're going to give us or Kibby, you're going to give us a dexterity roll, right?
Yep.
You add your level to it, add any bonuses you have. And I think you said you want to use one of your boon coins. Is that what I heard? One of your incentive coins?
So
She has a.
No, she didn't say that. She has something else. You can also use that if you wish. I shouldn't have reminded you, but yeah, you're new, so I should. So
Dex,
you
Chuck's
got a
just
bonus.
throwing you everything. You
Dex
need.
roll my class bonus, +3 bonus that I can do because I definitely have to make this roll.
And did you say what was your dex again?
Dex is 12.
Okay, all right. So you've got a bonus for your class, right? You've got a bonus for your level, which is +3. And do you want to use the coin as well for a +3 or not? Just so we can.
No. So +3 because I have the +3 plus +3, so I have a +6.
Right.
And that is a 16 on the die.
Oh, God. I was terrified. I wanted you to use that
this.
coin because that's dangerous. You could have fallen to your death.
I not only make this roll, but I do it with style. Like I am a flying squirrel, and this is my natural habitat.
She does kind of do a little flip-a-doo around it. And I'm assuming you're probably going to attach this rope onto it. Is that what you were about to do?
I am, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Tarnum, what is your dexterity? Never mind. I got
my dex.
You're good. Never mind. All right. So Kibi flies across like a flying squirrel, does her couple spins, flips the rope on there, and just kind of hangs there, swinging, looking over at you, Rayrin. You know.
Yeah, you made it.
What now?
No, I'm sorry.
Fair. Are y'all gonna lower? Are y'all gonna try to climb down into this pit with the rope? Is that what you want to do?
No, I think we're trying to get across to the other side.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so 50 feet of rope. So she would have one side on her at her end, and then I had the one end that was tied around me is now being tied around the
branch. Now what's the plan to get off the branch? What's your plan here? Because you're hanging off of it, but there's no one to throw you now.
Well, how far from the branch to the other side?
10 feet.
Okay.
If you go ahead and go to the other side, you can wrap up the rope again and then toss it to me. I would just have to catch it.
Right. She
Well,
just needs to
50
get
feet of
to
rope,
the,
and it's only 20 feet across. So I just have to kind of make that jump.
That's right.
Mhm.
Are you going to try to like swing and just jump? Is that what I'm hearing?
Well, I thought I jumped onto the branch.
Yeah, you can stand on it, you can hang on it, whatever you like to do. Absolutely. You and the branch are friends.
Okay. So I, so when I jumped, when I leapt off of my compatriot, I leapt onto the branch,
Okay.
and then took it. You know what? No, I'm going to actually hang on. I'm going to leave the rope tied around my waist, since this is a 50-foot, and it was only 10 feet, and then another 10 feet. So
Mhm.
I am going to try to make a second leap. This time with as trying to find my position on the branch that closes as much distance as possible between myself and the other side.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you get out your centimeter ruler, measuring that kind of thing. All right, so you're just going to literally just try to jump. Is that what I'm hearing? With no way to propel
Yes.
yourself, right? She threw you, so it was not a big job for her to throw you over to that branch. But now you're going to have to propel yourself, and you're not going to do any swing or anything. You're just going to literally just try to jump, right?
But it's okay.
Yes.
I will caution you. I will caution you that a common sense person would know that would probably fail. Now, I'm
Probably
saying
would
KB might be
fail.
locked up with adventure, but you're talking about 10 feet and you're only 3 foot. If you were even 6 foot tall,
That's
I'd say
true.
maybe, you're not going to be grabbing the edge and hanging on. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's
a long
true.
ways.
So be like, well, come on. Kind of look back at Courtney's character. Come on. Kind of motioning her like over to the branch.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna jump in and swing across. I guess it's kind of like
Grab the other end of the rope.
Okay.
There you go. And then come on.
Okay.
So what are you going to try to do, Raven?
Oh my gosh.
She's
you got
scared.
2 people's weight on this branch now.
Oh yeah. Well,
But
theoretically,
I'm still on the other side, but I have the other side of the rope, correct?
yes, and she has tied the rope to the branch as well, if my understanding is. So you could
No,
technically.
she still has it tied around her waist, doesn't she?
Yes.
Right, but I think did you tie part of it around the root or no?
No.
Okay.
No, I did not. I left it tied around my waist.
Okay.
So I can't scale it, and if I jump in and try to swing across, she's going with me.
I mean, you could potentially. Well, no, I'll take that back.
So.
There's something in my keyboard.
I'm not sure what to do because.
All right, so while you guys are thinking about that, I'm going to switch back to Tarnum. Okay, because this is going to take a little bit as you guys are working across. Tarnum is climbing down. He's not thinking much about it.
Why don't you switch to the other group? They haven't done anything.
We're getting ready to get to him right now. It'll be
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Tarnum, are you familiar with, as you start climbing down, you'll get to a point where it looks like you see light ahead.
Okay.
You've went down about 40 feet now, and you start to see what appears to be light. As you start climbing closer and closer, you can see what appears to be a round shape of circle of dim light below you. And as you climb down and climb closer and closer, it gets bigger and bigger. You come to what appears to be the bottom of this pit, but there is a hole cut out of the middle of it, and there's dim light coming out.
Okay, so I'm standing on a rim.
Yes, and you've got some room. It's only big enough, it's probably only about 5 foot diameter, something big enough for someone human size to climb down through. Maybe 6, since you're kind of a bulky guy, but you could get through it. There appears to be some sort of
here.
I'm sorry.
I figure the bone hit here, and it
right. And in fact, you see the bone laying there with other bones, right? Just kind of laying around. You can see something odd with the light, though. It seems to be moving, as if there's shadows or something going on. Almost as if something is moving down there. You probably need to get down on your knees to look in and see what's going on.
I'll look in.
Are you familiar with the term interpretive dance? Right?
Personally?
Yeah, personally. It's a person, right? Yeah? No. Right. So when you look down in there, you see a room that is, it looks to be sort of almost a hollowed out globe, right? Of stone. There appears to be straw on the floor. It's lit a little bit litter now. There's a fire in the corner that's giving off an oily smoke because there's not a lot of ventilation down here, so the room's got a lot of smoke in it. But you can see your party members. You see Mandritz. You see Hiralorn, right? You see Finch, and they're all in different positions, and it looks as if Mandritz is laying on the ground taking a rest, right? Next to him is Finch, who is doing this. Just standing there,
Just
like
in
this.
the air.
Just doing that.
Okay.
Right. He's just going at it. And you see Hiralorn, right? And she's doing this. And you're just like, what the hell? And they obviously don't see you. You're just looking down in there. They don't seem to be aware of each other. They don't seem to be communicating. They're just having a dance off, it looks like. Well, except for Manders, who seems to be taking a nap.
Is there anything else in the chamber?
Just straw on the ground, which could be used for bedding, I suppose, if you want to scoop some together. And that oily smoke coming from that sconce in the corner that seems to be giving off a fire.
And it's venting up into here?
Right. Well, a little bit. Yeah, there is a little bit of smoke on the low end here of this floor, but not enough to go up to the ceiling. It's very little. Like I said, the room's very dim. Right? Exactly. Good role play here, Lauren. Good role play.
I'm going to pick up the bone.
Okay.
I'm going to pick up that bone.
Yeah.
Who's doing the dance?
Well, Finch is on the ground doing this, and then Hiralorn's on across from him, and she's just doing this, standing.
I'm gonna like tomahawk throw this bone at Finch. I'll try and knock him in the head.
Okay. All right.
Thank you for not throwing it at me.
So Finch, Finch has been boned. All right. He gets this bone comes and smacks against.
Could you say that in a better way?
Oh no!
Yeah, no, just
No, I think that was the best way
doing
to
down
to
there?
put it.
which band?
Finch, give me a con check.
$23.
Ooh.
23. Is that prime or non-prime?
Non-prime.
So, when you fell, the illusion that had a control of you three, you were convinced that I had you roll a system shock roll or just die from a heart attack and slam it into an illusionary fall, right?
System shock.
Right. But thankfully enough, you rolled pretty good earlier. This time you roll even better. So you're actually going to get smacked awake as this bone comes barreling into you, and you kind of stop for a minute and you look around and you see Hiralorn over there going, and Manders is over here snoring away, right? Because everybody made their con checks earlier. And you look up and you see Tarnum looking through, this beast of a man, just looking at you. What do you say to him, Tarnum, when he looks at you and sees you aware?
What the hell are you doing?
But I don't know. I don't know what happened.
I'll knock some sense into your friends. That bone seems to do the trick.
You know what?
Be advised, there's some strange sorts up at the top of this here pit.
I'm just gonna look at him. I'm gonna look at the bone. Gonna look back at him. Gonna look at the bone. I'm gonna pick the bone up and gonna throw it at
Yeah, it
Mandrich.
works.
You gonna throw it
Trust
at
the
who?
method.
You gonna throw it at who?
At Mandrich.
Oh, okay. All right.
The one
Manders,
that's sleeping.
Give me a con check
I'm
to
gonna-
see if you wake up.
We're all just going to be commandy by the end of this. I'm going to have such a profound influence on everyone. It's going to be hurling rocks at each other.
6 prime.
Manders doesn't give a shit
Oh, it's
about your
fine.
bone. He
It
continues,
had one
gonna
enchant. It had one charge left. Sorry.
he continues to. Yeah, it had one charge. The bone of awakening had one charge left. So.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look at Darnum and I'm gonna be like, should I just throw him?
I shrug. I'm like, I don't know. You think I had a plan? I've been making this up this whole time.
You know what? I'm gonna pick up Mandrich and I'm gonna. How far is Darnum up?
Oh,
above
not
us?
far. This is a very low ceiling room. In fact, the gnome would look very tall in here. I would say Tarnum would probably have. Tarnum, what are you? 6'3", 6'4"?
I'm pretty big. I don't remember. Wrote it down. I didn't. Yeah, around there.
Okay, so he would probably have to bend over. I'd say it's probably about 5 foot in here, maybe 5'2" or something.
All right,
He
I'm
would definitely
gonna
have to-
pick Mendrich up, and I'm going to try to throw him up there.
Well, I could
Oh.
just reach my arm down and you could probably just pass him.
And
to
that's
me.
exactly what happens. Oh no.
Oh, just let him have his fun. He's been wanting to throw me.
You can
for a
throw
while.
him. Yeah, throw him.
He
I'll
has
catch
been
him
wanting to
either
throw him for a while. That's fair.
way. It's got that nice pointy head, very
Right.
aerodynamic.
I'm gonna
All
throw
right.
him with a
No,
strength
I'm
of
not a
9,
garden
so
gnome.
I know, but the problem is I can't picture anybody playing a gnome not having a pointy head. The problem is me.
The problem is Travelocity, but anyway, that's another story.
Oh yeah.
All right, so you're going to throw this thing up to Tarnum, or this thing, Manders. I'm
He's a
sorry, Manders.
person.
Wow, this thing. Wow,
I'm
Chuck,
sorry.
really?
I'm sorry.
It's a gnome. It's a
Wow.
thing.
You thought I had
Sorry.
an attitude
I'm gonna
before,
throw-
mister.
Chuck is just enamored with the new players. We're just garbage
I'm like,
now.
I am a little overwhelmed today, a little bit. But
We're
it's okay.
new and shiny. Can't help it.
Yeah. So you're gonna reach. You're gonna
The
grab
man
Manders.
thing.
You're just gonna grab
Mandrich. Like
yeah, you're gonna
Eldritch.
grab him. Are you throwing him towards? Or I mean, I'm trying to understand if you're throwing him up towards Tarnum, or are you like picking him up and slamming him against the wall? What are you doing?
Oh, actually that's really
Roll a
fun.
percent
Like a
off,
Donkey
guys.
Kong throwing a barrel.
You know what? I'm gonna roll a percentile for that.
Oh my
one.
god! I've started a madness.
Wait, overhead or
Phrasing. Come on,
underhanded
Johnny.
throw?
The phrasing's good.
It's
Uh,
gotta be
Roger that, Jay.
overhanded.
Okay.
So
Those are better.
below 50%, I'm going to throw him against the wall. Above 50%, he's going up.
Maybe
Okay.
that should
Let's
wake
see.
him up.
I'm allowing it, Chuck, just because of all the crap I've given
Well,
Raymond since we started.
that's a 31%. So he's going against the wall.
Wow.
I had this horrible dream. I was hit by a bus. I don't even know what that is.
Am I rolling another con or what?
What's your strength,
Or am I
Finch?
just rolling for injury?
My strength is 9.
And what was the determination?
I'm going to throw him against the wall.
You know, if Finch was a bigger size and much stronger, I would say you would probably wake up with some pain.
It's like throwing a 4-year-old. It's not that hard.
Yeah, but he's like a 4. Oh wait, he's an elf. Never mind.
Wait,
I get all these too many gnomes now. I'm getting all mixed up.
Experience?
Huh? Do what?
When has he thrown 4-year-olds?
Look,
Oh, that's
you
another
work with
story. We can-
toddlers. You throw
yeah,
them around.
Normal for him.
It happened.
They can handle it. The
It's a
little
long
kids
story.
bounce, all right.
It was in the 80s.
Toddler boot camp is pretty rough.
All right, so you grab a hold of
You ever seen a little kid fall over? They just bounce right off the ground. It's crazy. They're like made of rubber.
I'm gonna have you give me a strength check though. Anyway.
All right.
All right, since you're wanting to toss him into the wall or anywhere.
Oh,
for
here
that
comes the
matter.
nat 20.
How many have you thrown?
Wouldn't you like to know?
The
Tyler
fall
wants to
didn't kill
know.
me, but the throw will.
Anyone who spent time around toddlers know that
All
that is
right.
the truth. They do bounce.
That's a 21.
All right,
My nephew
and
does
your
not.
dex. Oh, you got a prime index too. Manwich,
I do.
you awaken from your slumber as pain enters your face as you slam into this wall. You don't even know what's going on. You thought the last thing you remember is falling, and then you passed out, right? And now you've woken back up. You are against the wall, and you're sliding down it, and you have pain.
I have a question.
Yeah,
It's not the floor.
exactly.
How far away is Finch from me when he threw me? Was he like just slamming me up against a wall, or
That's a good point. It could be more damage. How far away, Finch, did you?
I mean, I probably would have picked him up and just threw him towards the wall.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 1 point of damage. That's it. All right, let's go put you at 9. We meant to go over hit points earlier, and we forgot about that. Kiwi's at max.
Enough to rattle you.
Yeah, Haralorn's at 9. Tarnum's at 24. Rayron's at
I'm at
max.
9. You sure I'm not
I
at
actually had a
I'm
different
13?
reason for asking how far away
Yeah, you took
Finch
3
was
points
when he
from,
threw
or
me.
4 points from something. I don't know what. What's it? I'm
I
interrupting.
said I had a different reason for asking how far away Finch was.
Okay.
How far away is he?
He is a pro. Oh, I mean, are you asking how far away he is after he throws you, or when he picks you up? He walks up to you.
When I
When
hit
he
the wall and
lands,
bounce
where-
and land and wake up, how far away is Finch?
Let's do this. Let's do a D4, and then we'll add 1 to
You're
it.
6 feet.
Would you even know that Finch threw you? You just woke
That's
up.
not the point, Tracy.
Oh no,
Let me
he's
do
got
my
something
stuff.
going on. He's
Let
got
him
magic
cook.
going on.
Let him cook.
I rolled
Yeah.
a 2.
So
All
3
right,
feet.
so you're going to be 3 foot away. The wall is.
Okay.
Yeah, can you feel that?
Mandrich hits the wall.
Yeah.
Bounces back on the floor.
Yeah.
Stunned, shocked, jumps up and casts burning hands at what he thinks is attacking him.
Jeez.
Well, now you can see in here, so all you're going to see is your party members.
Dude, I
your
just
friends.
woke up from unconsciousness to pain. I feel I'm under attack. I don't know yet.
This is gonna be great because this is gonna burn all the way
Oh
up.
my god. Well, new players, good deal. All right, welcome.
Hey.
All right.
Ah,
So
woo!
that's fair. You know, you wake up, you stand up, and you immediately start casting the spell. How long is the casting time on Burning Hands?
Instant.
Instant.
Basically, it's one round, I
Instant.
believe.
Oh, that's a good one. All right, Pat.
You
Tell
don't
us
even
how
gotta
this
think
plays
about
out. It's a 5 foot wide cone, correct? 15 foot long,
I'm
20 foot long?
trying to read it right. Yeah. 5 foot long and 10 feet wide.
That's right. It's the real wide one. So you won't get Hiraloon in it,
Jeez,
who's over
yeah,
here
wow.
doing this. And you do see her doing this, by the way, right? But,
Well,
and
he doesn't have time to process that. He's just
no.
Yeah.
You just
like-
know there's
like I said,
something.
I woke
the
up
dim
being
light.
attacked. I'm not processing anything.
No. My point is that you think there might be another creature even over there. After you kill this one, you might have to kill that one because it's over in the shadows doing this. Right?
Hey, Savage.
All right,
see
so you know what to do there, Rim. Give us a dex check. I believe you have to dodge. Is that what it is, right?
Question.
Mm-hmm. I was not expecting this.
Do I get
No, it
extra stuff
It says
for
there's no saving
acrobatics?
through.
I thought there was a save for half. Oh, maybe that's something else though. Really? No save
That's
for
probably
burning
something
hands?
else.
Nope.
All right, what's the damage? Yeah,
1d2
friendly.
plus
That's
1
awful.
per level of the caster.
Okay. Tarnum in Hara, you see the wizard come off the wall and immediately start casting a spell, and this
Oh, I don't care.
blazing cone comes out, shooting over your beloved, well, maybe not so beloved, Finch. Meanwhile, in the back, you will see Hiralorn doing this.
You know, I'm gonna let them sort it out.
Sure.
As the strangers.
How do I roll 1d2, Chuck?
Take a 4-side
Roll
and
a
half it.
D4. Yeah.
whatever.
1 and
Whatever.
2 is
You
1.
roll a
3 and
percent
4
off
is
if you
3.
want.
Or flip a coin.
And then it'll be
Yeah.
3 points on top of that. So 1d2. Is it a?
You can also roll a d6.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah,
too.
that'd probably be easier to roll.
The gnome feels a sudden urge to look for marshmallows in her backpack.
Okay, so it's only 1 point plus 3, so he takes 4 points of damage.
All right, I'll take 4.
All right, as you get scalded and burned by this fiery thing that comes out.
Oh my god.
Did we really? That's cool.
So, it burns across. Finch, you get hit. And then Mandrich, you look and you realize what's going on, and you see Finch.
Yeah,
He's trying to keep
it's-
himself from being burned. You know, you didn't do
Yeah,
enough
it's
damage. I don't
literally
think.
just
It, well, I don't
Slam,
think.
boom.
Right. Well, I don't think there's enough.
What's going on?
I don't think there was enough damage for Finch to for his stuff to catch on fire. Really, 4 points is not a lot.
No, it's
you
just
know?
like
So
that's why I did burning hands, because I knew it wasn't going
What-
to be much. But it,
yeah,
What
And
about
Finch,
the stuff on the floor?
the hay, it's kind of scattered. Some of it'll burn up really fast, but there's no danger of you guys being burned alive. I know you would love
probably
to
a
hear that,
little
Remy.
damp down here too. I'm sure the hay's moldy.
Right.
It's not like you're in a barn.
So you
Like,
guys will
deep.
realize, yeah. So you see Finch standing before you, putting out these. And he's a little smoked up, and you see Hiralorn over there doing her thing, and you look up, Manwich, and you see Tarm just looking
Mandrich.
through. He's just looking through, going very
No,
impassive.
I've
look
already
on his
stopped.
face.
I've already stopped watching. I'm looking for steps up the other side.
What the heck's
Looking
going
for-
on, Finch? Did you do
Well,
that to me? What were you doing?
I needed to wake you up.
Well, you couldn't just poke me in the shoulder?
I
Shake me a little bit? You had to slam me into a wall?
I threw a bone at you.
Oh,
Woke
great.
me
You were
up.
trying to stab me first. When that didn't work, you figured you'd brutalize me.
That's
This is all my fault.
that's bludgeoning damage, actually, sir. It was a skull, so it was
What?
bludgeoning. It's a bludgeoning damage.
Oh, was it a skull? Okay.
I've got
What's
one.
wrong with Heirloom? Why is she over there
Go, Tyler.
dancing? What'd you do to her?
Well, I did nothing. Why do you think I did something?
I don't. What? What was that? Oh, skull.
Yeah, I don't think.
So
Tyler, I
she's
don't
still
think,
asleep? Is that what you're saying?
don't-
And how did we get down? Where are we? We were.
I don't think he's got any
falling,
strength bonuses
remember.
coming to him. He's a wizard. I don't think he took any.
Yeah, I did exactly what I thought.
Well, what did you do? How did we stop falling?
Meanwhile,
Well,
Wait, how'd you wake up?
and you will notice.
For
Why
this,
did you throw his damn bone at me?
Hey, as you guys are
the
talking
sake
about
of-
this, hold on, just real quick, while you're talking, I want you to understand: the longer you stand here, the more you're going to hear the noise. It's not getting any louder, but you're just now really realizing it's there. It's because it's very low, and it's like, and you realize it's coming over in the direction of Hero Lord, as she is not quite silently screaming. If that makes sense. Continue your discussion.
for the sake,
Oh dear God! Let's
For the
go
sake
wake
of
her up.
Yeah, yep.
And here, let me do it. We don't need you throwing any more people. So Mandrich goes over to Kirillorn and basically just takes her out at the knee, just karate chops her behind her knees to make her body flop over
Goodness.
and hit the
Okay.
ground.
kind of like that falling in a dream wakes you up kind of feeling.
With her standing up the way she
hitting
is,
the ground will be a shock enough to.
Yeah.
that's a very good chance. Roll me a con check here, Lauren. See if you wake up. Just don't roll a 6. Or whatever you want.
13?
Is that
13
total?
on the die.
Okay.
No,
Is that prime?
that's
No.
not prime. Where's my sheet? Where's my sheet? You add level, right? Just level?
And then any attribute
No.
bonus you may have.
Right, no. So 16.
16 non-prime. That's good enough to wake up. You will feel a floor slam you in the
It's
face.
like we gotta move this along.
Yeah, and
No,
you hit,
no,
you hit the
no.
floor.
I
and-
knocked her backwards, not on her face.
Oh, I'm sorry. So the back of your head, you feel pain emitting as you wake up, and you you look around and you see those two kind of looking at you like, "Hello," and you're in a small, sort of low ceilinged room with some smoke filled area, very dim light. You don't even know what's going on. You have a headache now. You don't know what's going on.
I want to go
Um,
home. I
try
don't
to-
like this place anymore.
Taryn, while you're looking around for another place, you will hear them talking down there. Now you will hear Hirlorn speaking. And you do find what appears to be
Dead.
etches on the other side going up.
On the other side, going up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll call down to him. Get up here. There's a path forward.
He can
Who's
easily
that?
help you guys up through the hole. No problem.
I'm not dead.
You guys
How
want
are
to
we
start?
not dead?
I don't know. All I know is Finch slammed me into a wall. I tried to burn him.
While you guys are
You
talking,
were
I'm
over
just
there
starting to
doing
grab
some
you by
kind of
like
weird
the collar.
voodoo
and pull you
dance.
up.
Right? He's like,
Yeah, I'm
come
like,
on.
I'm
getting-
like, I want to go
I'm getting
home.
tired.
I see
I don't-
your hand. Let's go.
I'm getting tired
Panting.
of waiting. I'm pulling you up, and I just start
this
climbing up.
island.
I just
wanna
start
go
climbing
home.
up
I know.
on the other side, and I'm looking up because I'm waiting. I'm expecting some rainfall here pretty soon, or
Right.
some gnome fall.
So here, well, as far as you know, they're all over there just waiting for you at the edge, right? So as you guys start
Right.
taking turns going up this climb, it won't be hard for you to climb out of here. It's they've got footholds and handholds. I'm not going to fool with all that, but I will say this much: as you start climbing up, Mandrich, I believe you have an 18 wisdom or 18 intelligence, right?
Yep.
So give me. Did you take? Give me a.
I have the 18 wisdom.
You've got a. Did you not take? What is that skill? What skills do you have? Secondary skills.
Ars Magica and Alchemy.
You give me one of those. Give me an Ars Magical roll.
Is that just a regular 20-sided dice?
You should have on your character sheet. You should have the attribute
What?
next to it. I think it's intelligence. So it's going to be an
There's-
intelligence check.
It's Yeah,
It's
20.
in-
The only thing I have
It's a
on
D.
my character sheet
It's-
is Ars Magica. I have nothing else.
Ars Magica is intelligence. It's +1 and +4 to occult.
Right.
And +4 to what?
Occult.
That'd be 10 total.
That's a prime for you, right?
9 + 1. Well, yeah, it's my prime.
Add your
so
level.
+3, so 13.
And you should have an intelligence bonus. You should have the +1. And you should have.
Yeah, I got 18 +3 for intelligence,
There we go. Okay.
and then +1 for the Ars Magica.
And then your level.
Oh, and my level.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Been a
That's
while.
and
That's gonna be
3,
7.
4, 13, 17.
Okay. All right. And that's a prime, right?
Yes.
As you are climbing up, I'm going to say you're probably y'all's marching order. I know you're usually typically in the middle. We'll kind of use that. We'll say Tarnum's in the lead, and after him is probably Finch, then you, and then here I'm bring it up the rear. As you're climbing up, you get probably about halfway up, and you sense something off to your almost to your back. You know there's some sort of presence of magic, sort of in the middle of this 20-foot wide gap, probably in the centered part of it, right?
Yeah.
And you just sense something, some magic.
The kind that makes the hair on the back of my neck stand up magic, or the kind that makes me feel warm and fuzzy all over?
Well, I mean, it's kind of weird that there's a magical essence right here in the middle of this pit in midair. This is probably about. So you guys have probably climbed about 30 feet up when this happens.
He stops for a second and kind of warns Hero Lorne. Hey, Lorne, hold
Mid-climb.
up a second. I feel some kind of magic thing. Do I have identify magic?
No, but you probably have detect
Probably.
magic.
Yeah, detect magic, which is obviously what I just did.
You might be able to make an inferred like an inference on what it is, based on what you experienced.
Yeah, that's what I was. Well, like I said, I was trying to see if there was something I could like
Yeah, with the roll he
make
gave
it
me.
more concrete. But
Yeah, with the
Can I
roll he
do
gave you,
another-
it wasn't high. Well, the roll wasn't really quite high enough, so you just know there's something there. You probably would want to cast detect magic at this point.
yeah,
I
but
usually-
detect magic is just going to tell me that it's there.
It's going to tell you
not
there.
actually
It's going
gonna
to tell you
tell
what
me
kind of
what it
magic
is.
it is, and it's going to show you its shape. You'll be able to see it. They won't, but you can see it. You can see.
I thought identify
affects.
magic did the telling.
No,
Detect
identify
just
magic
lets
will
me
tell
know there's
you.
magic there.
Well, two things. Then, do you have identify magic as a spell?
No.
Right. So you have to have it as a spell first off. Secondly, I don't use it much in my game, but it's basically for telling you what kind of magical items you have. Right. That's what it is. Read magic will allow you to tell you what kind of magic it is. It'll allow you to actually see the magic and see what kind of area it covers. Right. And if it even has an individual shape or something to it. Right.
So specifically, it shows you the strength of the magic as
Yeah, that
lingering,
too.
faint, moderate,
That too.
strong, or overwhelming.
That's true.
And I thought it revealed whether or not it was malignant, or I guess not. No, it just reveals its potency.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, yeah, detect magic just lets me know that there is actually something there,
Yeah.
and how big of an area or small an area.
And what kind of a magic it is. Right. What kind of magic.
No,
is.
it doesn't do that.
No,
I do it in
no,
my world.
That's
In
identify.
my world, it does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I will cast detect magic.
Okay. And you will see a globe of magic floating in the air next to you. This magic is probably about a 5-foot sphere in the middle of this thing. So you know right away that when you guys fell, you probably passed through it. All right.
Some kind of teleport portal.
Maybe, but it is extremely powerful. Extremely. You guess this is some
And-
old ancient magic here.
Okay, the OCD in me is going to go like, is it only one way? So if you fall through it, if you climb up out of it, it doesn't work.
You
Wouldn't that
guys
just
are on the wall.
automatically send
Well,
us
you-
back through.
No, you guys
We're
are on-
outside of the area.
yeah, you're on the side of the wall, so it's like, about 5 foot
Okay,
away
so it's
from
not
you.
going all the way completely from wall to wall.
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
just-
suspended. It's suspended in the air.
That's right. It's there to catch people who fall.
Yeah, that's right. It's a 20-foot wall, 20-foot wide wall. Okay.
We in the hallway again?
Yeah, here, Lauren. Make sure you hug the walls as you get up past this part. I think there's a portal here, which is probably what sent us to that room. Why we didn't die. But
Always
still,
5 feet
so
wide.
you don't get sent back. Just make sure you hug the wall as you climb up.
Okay. All right.
Or maybe probably more than that.
Okay.
Maybe, no, it's 10. It's 10 feet wide.
So, as you guys start heading up here, and you warn here, Lauren, Tarnum, you come. You know, you've got your torch in your mouth, and you'll see light above you, and eventually you're going to meet that dim light, and it's going to light up with your torch, and you're going to be able to see. And you see something very strange. You see this root coming out of the wall, and there's that little.
That root wasn't there before.
Yeah, but there's a little creature standing on it. You just didn't notice. And she seems to be doing this, motioning. And as you're climbing up, you see the elven girl over there. Looks like she's debating on trying to jump. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look like at all. And ladies, as you guys are discussing this, you see the party coming up out of the pit. Right?
Damn it. I didn't want to interrupt them.
Well, we all like to see some good death, right?
Well, I want things to play out naturally.
Of course. So you guys will see them coming up. Kibi, what do you see when you see a whole group of people coming with Tarnum?
Oh! And I look over at Cardi's character. Hey, the annoying guy, I think, is back. Somebody's here. Who are you? I'm kind of stuck, I think. I didn't think that far ahead.
And I'm gonna hand wave some of this because there's no point in doing it. Tarnum's gonna get out of the pit. He'll help you get off of there. Probably chastising you.
No, I won't. Yeah. I will not.
No,
I specifically will not.
Well, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure between the other 5, they'll probably be able to get you guys off and get you across the pit. I'm sure of it, right? Well, you're probably chastising them the whole time for being foolish.
Well, with my eyes, I'm not saying it.
Right. You're just kind of like
The annoying guy doesn't like me very much.
It's no.
He doesn't like anybody very much.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
take
not
it
your
personally.
fault, Heather. It's just your character. All right, so I tell you what, we're going to stop right here for the day. This is a good stopping point. You guys have all met back up because
we managed to clear a room. Good job, everybody.
You did good,
and we
got
didn't
everybody
die.
back.
We all lived.
We all lived.
Yay!
So at this point, what I want you guys to do is go ahead and send me over your votes for who you thought was the most enhanced the session between the 6 of you. Just send over a reason why and who, the character's name, or player's name, whichever is easiest for you. Send that to me in Discord. For everybody that's watching, I'm going to go over and set up the giveaways. All right. So if you've not followed, please do. And Next Play Support raffle will get you in to get some $10 gift codes. And yeah, we'll get that started.
DM Chuck your votes. Don't put them in the Discord chat.
No, put them in privately to me. Privately. Send me private messages. Yeah.
Private.
Last time we did that, and they saw Jeremy was an ass. He got upset for like 2 weeks, and I joke. I kid.
Wow.
Sure.
Kid.
Mostly.
Tarnum,
Yeah,
one of these days I will get you.
You deserve some recognition.
No, I don't. Not at all. Send me a real vote, please. It would help me.
Everybody vote for Chuck. Chuck deserves it.
No, I don't. I don't need it. What do I need a boon for? I'm the storyteller.
I don't know.
To kill us?
To be funny.
Do that. I'm gonna go do this.
I'm not gonna lie. I probably should have used my boon on Pat when he was casting Burning Hands.
It's hard to remember. No one used. Yeah, y'all didn't use any coins for that madness. That's pretty funny. I was really waiting for Heather's character to. I was like, oh my god.
I mean, if I would have got my boon on him, it would have been bad because first we get fire and then we get wall magic in a small pit.
Craziness. Yeah, I've already talked to him, John. Thank you. Okay, let me get over there. We'll get the raffles done, and then we'll see who won the game and all that good stuff. Actually, we'll do that first. So let me get the. All right, here we go. Oh, I love reading these. Oh, interesting. Okay. I had a weird reply for you there from something previous. That's pretty funny. That's fair, Pat.
We have to put reasons.
So, yeah.
Oh,
I only repeated it a couple times. It's not a big deal.
I mean, they don't have to be like really good reasons.
No,
just
I've
a
got like 3
reason.
words,
Just-
like basically Tarn's got a nice
okay,
ass
reason.
here, that kind of thing, you know.
Because we said the least amount of words this session.
Yeah, he would win every time for that, for sure. Yeah, I agree. All right, so it looks like today's winner, voted by their peers, would be Kiwi. Welcome, Kiwi. You get to roll for a. So here's what you get to do: you get to roll for a boon, and then you get to pick someone in the party. But everybody has their coin, so it doesn't matter. I would let you award a coin to somebody, but no one used theirs. I don't think. I don't have a recording of that. So roll me a percentile, if you would, please.
Okay. And we're running in 12.
12. Ooh, a low one. What is this? What does this give us?
Magic toilet pan.
So this is going to be
Never ending roll of toilet paper.
So this is called. I'm going to drop this into the chat here. Just a second here. You have rolled. What the? Summon one random creature that is not native to the local terrain. I'm not sure what that noise was, but
What's it called?
That was me.
what the
what the?
ellipses?
I left the F word out. Okay. All right. So yeah, and anytime you want, you can say how I want to use my boon, and you can summon one random creature that is not native to the local terrain. So,
Nice.
A whale.
Okay.
Right? Is it a friendly
kraken.
creature?
who knows? You know, it was random.
Oh,
The
boy.
Hydra.
Hydra. So what I would do
The
is I would
Gelatinous
roll on
cube.
I would just roll on a chart and see what you pull. It could be whatever. You know.
That will be fun.
All right.
Small. to
Definitely
medium
be
size,
noting that.
Yes, as I'm sure you'll probably use it.
Yep.
All right, let
yes,
me
it
get
will be
these.
used.
All right, I'm going to.
I'm not sure if you went over this, but
Yeah.
you can use boons at any time.
Nice.
Yep, in and out of combat.
Did you
It
have to
doesn't matter.
say before or after?
You just
does it
tell
have
me.
to be like,
You can
Okay.
even do it during.
oh, okay.
If
And-
something happens and
Yeah.
you think this might be a good time for this, you just say,
Yeah.
I'm using this boon.
Or this might be the terrible time to use this, which is exactly why I would be using it.
That's right. And
My
With-
boon,
with the-
my
and
boon is summon
it's-
fireball. So when Jeremy tries to leave us,
Nice.
it is a
When
little
the-
situational. So also, let's say for example, something happens and you feel like you need to use one of your boons. Someone else needs. You can
Okay.
also give your boon away to somebody in the
Oh,
middle
okay.
of whatever's going on.
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean,
not a big deal.
okay.
With the False Dragon campaign, we had somebody crawl into a what was it, Chuck? Like the like sort of worm thing in the water.
Yeah.
We had somebody crawl in there and
Yeah.
cast the boon and did a shitload of damage.
Yeah, it was pretty nasty. I
Cool.
forget which one he had. Some of the boons are kind of like that one's kind of like that, but then there's other that are quite powerful. So I try to keep them different ranged, you know, of use. Now, interestingly enough, if you want to let someone else use it, you just have to declare it. But if we're at
Okay.
the end of a session and let's say
Mhm.
Heather wins and she's already got a boon, you can't give it to somebody then. It has to be situational. So you'd have to trade it in for a new
Okay.
roll. Okay.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, let's get these in. I'm gonna close the entries out. All right. And
But I will say this: I've always wanted to have dire weasels of doom in a
oh my
game.
God.
Uh-huh.
All right, we're going to pick our first winner for a $15 or $10 gift code. It is going
Yes,
to be
winners.
Torlock. Why he is voting, I don't know. I'm Torlock. No. All right, you're part of the staff. No, Torlock. Torlock's working
Wow.
with me now, so he doesn't have to worry about that.
Smack down.
So he
Wow.
wins. He wins
Okay.
anyway. All right, next winner
did
is
Heather
going to
say
be
she always wanted to have diarrhea of doom in a game?
no Dire Weasels. Rubble Jacks is
Dire
one.
Weasel.
Dire weasel.
Congrats, Rubble Jack. Our next winner is going to be
Do you get to choose those, or are they randomly determined?
Baptized.
Baptized in pus. Okay.
That's an
Cool.
interesting
That-
name. He's a regular though.
That's a-
but I've never noticed the
That
pus
sounds
part
very
before.
cosmic horror.
That's
Yeah.
a great name for a metal band.
It is, right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Death metal.
Yeah. So there's our winners for today. Guys, let's go over to Discord and hit up
Congrats,
Obsidian
guys.
Risk. You'll get your codes. We appreciate it.
It's a hardcore band.
That's right. I'm going to set us up a raid. We're going to raid into Guild Superior, one of our friends. They are doing something today. Check them out real fast. So, what did you think about the session, Heather? We'll start with you first.
I am very excited to be part of the team. Thank you guys for allowing me to join you. I think this is going to be a blast, and thank you for allowing a very annoying gnome to. Thank you for not killing me the first session.
Another
say a
very
gnome.
annoying gnome.
You could. No one has ever played a gnome that is not very annoying. You could just
No,
say a
except
gnome.
look at that. He's
She's not-
playing a gnome wizard, and he's completely obsessed with himself.
She's not annoying. She's just inquisitive.
Courtney, what'd you think? Did you have fun?
It was awesome. I'm glad
Good.
to be back. Glad to have another gnome to the team. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to see where this goes. I'm excited.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't
And
occur to
I'm
me
not
that there was a second
annoying
gnome.
just because I'm always right.
Well, it's gonna be interesting to see how the civilized gnome sees the jungle gnome. It's gonna be interesting. They're both gonna be like, "What?" You know what I mean? Because she's got tattoos and stuff, and he's like, whatever.
When she described her character, I didn't think that they were like a jungle dweller. I thought it was like.
Yeah. Well, we
like
hadn't had
all
that
over.
discussion. We hadn't had that discussion, but yeah, she's definitely a jungle dweller.
Yeah,
for sure.
Ray Red's from the island.
Yeah,
Mhm.
everybody
I'm
is
a native.
except Mandrich
Me and
and
Pat.
Hirlon. Yeah, they're the urban folk, I guess you would call her,
We're
civilized.
the
folk.
explorers.
Good session, guys. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. You guys are out of the pit of doom now. We'll see where this leads. I want to thank everybody for coming out and hanging out with us. Some of these guys will be back in another game tomorrow with CK Jingo, and if you want to go check that out, it's going to be at 11 a.m. Eastern, right? You guys?
That's a
Raise your
good
hands if you're in
question.
that
That's a
stream.
good question,
Is it
Shattered
11?
Saint.
Well, Shattered
When will
Saint,
we see more swords? When will we see more swords and chaos on this
no
channel?
queer, but we're raiding out. We'll talk. We'll find that out next stream.